I never took rocks for drops, by the way. Yeah, guys, yeah, this is rocks for drops. I never took rocks for drops. I never took rocks, guys. This is rocks for drops. I never took rocks for drops, by the way. Yeah, guys, this is rocks for drops. I never took rocks for drops. I never took rocks for drops.
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals screaming, wind howl. Freedom rushes through the soul. Chase the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Dudes, we're here. It's just going off today here at Ron Von Vlonderen. Dudes, welcome back. Calling your Inside Cycling World. Dudes, let's get right into this right now. Thought I had this all set up, and here we go, guys. The 110th Ron Von Vlonderen World Tour Racing here is 2026 Antwerp to Oudenaarde. 278.2 kilometers today, guys. At kilometer 100, we just climbed over the top of the Molenberg. You can see it on screen here, right in the middle. We've got two groups on the road. Front group had over 5-minute lead as of maybe only 20 kilometers ago. I've been watching for a little bit here, guys. Plan to come on at 6:30. Race has already started by that point. The Oud Courmont, they just about gotten to that point, and I'm like, oh, I better get live here quick. Got a couple of quick coffees into me, guys. Actually, I'm 1.5 coffees in now. Let's go, dudes. We're in the pipe, 5x5. Inside Cycling World with Colin is back. Dudes, we've been gone 2 weeks. So up the Molenberg, we took a hard turn, and we got caught some echelons going on here. Winds were coming across from the right-hand side. Here's Riley Sheehan going into the ditch. I've seen a bunch of crashes. Arthur Cluckers did an endo. He had a flat tire, got caught in the gutter, swerved back into the peloton, pulled it all back, didn't take anyone down with him, went full endo into the ditch. He looks okay. Connor Swift was pulled over on the side of the road. He crashed on the cobbles. The cobbles, he was just going around a slight bend, a right-hand bend, just went down. So those cobbles are slick. Now going up the Marlborough Straat, I guess that's what we'll call it. It's just over 2 kilometers long at 3%, max gradient 7% here. Mathieu van der Poel on the front doing the work, guys. Here's Remco. I wonder how Remco's liking these spring classics here today. Now, over the top of the Molenberg at the bottom, we were all together outside of our 12 riders that were up the road. So there's been a group of 12 up the road all day. And that's Luke Lamperti's in there. That was a dude I was going to pick. For VeloGames. Sylvain Dillier. Remember Sylvain from Milan-San Remo? He was in the lead, pulling for approximately 200 kilometers. Camille Gradic, Connor Swift, who we just mentioned, Luca Van Boven, Dries de Puder, Julius Vandenberg, Eduardo Zamparini, Frederic Frisson, Eric Antonio Fagundes, Victor Vecui from the Baloise dudes, and Hartis de Vries from Unibet. I don't want to say Rose Rockets, do I? What's the team now? It is Unibet Rose Rockets. What was I going to say before? I was going to say Titama. Yeah, I was going to say Titama. So it is Unibet Rose Rockets. Yeah, checking this out here, dudes. Hey, guys, welcome back. Dudes, I've missed everyone. I've missed doing the Inside Cycling World stuff. Busy. Real estate, property management. It's happening. I showed a house last night at 7 o'clock on a Saturday night, which is normal. Not a big deal. So, guys, after the Molenberg, whole peloton was together outside of the group up front. We've maybe got 20 guys in our front group. A couple of stragglers in between trying to get an eyeball on these guys right now. And then it's a good another 100, 150 meters back to the main peloton itself. Really tough course, lots of direction changes. Let me get everything set up here, guys. Still working on that right now. We've got Zeosex here. Zeosex, I think this is Phil. And we've got, what did he say? Maurizio de Tomasi. Oh, this is even better. Maurizio de Tomasi. Do they run today? Dude, they're racing right now. So, guys, at this point right now, I've got Tour Tracker Live running as well, guys. We still have 97.2 kilometers to go, so everyone jump on in, get into the race action here. So it is Phil. This is Zeus X. Eddie Zambari's here. I think Eddie's seen here before. Yeah, oh, this is Eddie. This is Eddie. Is this Eddie from Indonesia or Malaysia? Sorry, dude. Race number 217 used to race with Taryn Garrett, so it is Eddie. Dave's here as well, guys. Yeah, it's good to be back. Dudes, up the Molenberg. UAE went on the front and absolutely destroyed, smashed, obliterated, and annihilated the entire chasing peloton there. Absolutely ripped them all apart. There's maybe 20 riders in this front group. It's Vermeesh on the front. Really, you can always tell his face. It's usually on the front. It's usually doing all the work. Who are we looking at here? This, just trying to figure out who this Lidl Trek rider is here. It's Matthias Vasic here for Lidl Trek, riding with Vito Breit. These are two riders that I believe are trying to bridge up to that front group. I had a helicopter shot of them before, and there was a red jersey there. Some crazy stuff at this race. At the beginning of the race, I think it was a UAE rider in the neutralized section, got taken out by a Jayco Alula rider. Just a weird incidence of them crossing wheels, kind of like Taddy at the Tour de France. Or was it 2 years ago or last year? It was last year, actually. My first live Tour de France, where Taddy's front wheel just got taken out by someone's back wheel. Just, just a purely active racing. Taddy on the front right now, guys, driving hard. Mathieu van der Poel, third wheel. Watching this very closely. Okay, trying to figure out who the Ineos rider is there. There's Tudor Pro Cycling rider there. There's a couple of Tudor riders there. I wouldn't be surprised if Matteo Trentin is the one that's lurking a little bit further back. Mads Pedersen should be in the mix here somewhere, guys. We're going to get a full list here. Yeah, there it is, right there. Mads Pedersen, Remco, Gianni Vermeesh for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, Tim van Dijk, Jasper Stuyven, Wout van Aert is here, they're saying. I'm looking to see his helmet, guys. I don't see Wout's helmet. Yeah, okay, Wout's hanging on the back here. Wout's just sitting on the back of this group here. Let's get these groups all figured out, dudes. Gonna get the groups all figured out. Remember, there's a big peloton chasing. 3 riders joined up with the Lidl Trek here, Vasic. So we're getting more riders coming across now. Everyone's trying to pull back up to these 2 that are eventually going to be chasing after the peloton itself. Let's take a look at the situation here, guys. So here it is. 20 minutes ago when I jumped online, maybe half an hour when I jumped online. Yeah, about half an hour. They had a 5-minute lead. We've lost 1 rider. Sanbayar. Where's this dude from? This guy's from Mongolia. Check this guy. This is a name I've never... Jebel-Jants. That's kind of a word I would just say to myself, just to giggle to myself. Jebel-Jants. Jebel-Jants. So we got Jebel-Jants up front. Sanbayar rides for Burgos BH. Wow. Like, how tough is it to become a rider from Mongolia? Give it up for this guy right here. Been a pro, it looks like, since... Well, he's got race stats since all the way back to 2014, which is quite a long time ago. So that would have been his late teen years here. He's done the Tour of Thailand. Actually won the GC at the Tour of Thailand in 2021. This dude right here. So rides for Burgos BH, is a Pro Series rider. They've just caught Jebel-Jants now. Jebel-Jamps. I like his first name better than his last name, so we're going to stick with that. I hope I see this guy at a ton of races this year, just to call out his name in particular. Fabio van den Bosch has abandoned the race for Soudal Quickstep. Dudes, this is where the race starts. The first part of the race is pretty chill. Then around kilometer 137, Aude Quermont, Elkenberg, Wolvenberg, Molenberg is where all the damage happened. They attacked again on the Marlborough Strat. Now we're going up this climb here. It looks like it's called Berendries. Then the Valkenberg. We take on Aude Quermont again. The Paterberg. Yes, dudes. We take on the Aude Quermont 2 more times. And the Paterberg is our final assault of the day. Looks like Tim van Dijk riding in front right now. Remco's second wheel here. So right now, front group, 2 minutes gap up the road over the Pogacar group, which has got 17 riders. Vasic, Vito Breit, and et al. The rest of the peloton is all at about 2:35. They're chasing hard to get back on with this front group of 17. So we have Christophe Laporte and Wout van Aert. Yeah, man. If I was Wout, that's the guy I would want with me, is Christophe Laporte. That dude there. And yes, Trentin's is there. Rick Plumers. Remco has Gianni Vermeesh, the Belgian, and Tim van Dijk with him. Mads Pedersen riding solo in that group. He's hoping for some reinforcements that come up the road here quickly. Chase group now is caught Jabeljants from Mongolia. Really cool. I've never seen a Mongolian rider, guys. Who else has seen a Mongolian rider at a World Tour race? Has that ever happened before? This could be a first, dudes. This could be a first. Dude's just going to tweak some brightness here for me. Okay, we'll do that. This might be too bright now. Yeah. So, dudes, how's everyone doing today? Yeah, a little bit bright. That's okay. Dude, things are looking okay. Guys, it's been 2 weeks since I've turned on my streaming software. I think I did a couple days where I was getting set up for it. And then I just kind of woke up. I'm trying to talk right to you guys. And then I just kind of like, I don't feel like it today. I was just, I was like, I just don't feel like it. I just sit there, drink coffee all morning, get working on the day. Let's jump back here, dudes. I'm going to show you this here too, guys. Let's just jump here over on Tour Tracker, what we can do. Okay, this is where I would scream at you guys and say, guys, make sure you yell at me when my face is in the way. And no one ever does. It's okay, you're allowed to yell at Colin. He is strong. Here we are. This is the race course. So, guys, this is kind of what we've done. We started up in the northeast here. I think we were between, it says Antwerp. Headed to the southwest with lots of direction changes here. And then we go into this series of like little climbs all over the place. These are short but super steep. Short but super steep. I actually rode a couple of them this week over on Zwift. I rode, they've got a thing called the Spring Classic. So you can do little snippets of the race, like very, very short. Not hard at all. And it's in the Climb portal. And if any of you guys ride Inside Cycling stuff, either you love the Climb portal or you hate it. Because it's not a fully rendered like world with all like, the people and the graphics. It's just kind of like a space age world, but it simulates the climb perfectly. The length, the gradient. So just a couple days ago, I did Oud, Quermont, and the Paterberg, which I thought was kind of cool to get ready for this race. You can see the location of the riders here. So here's our front group of 12 riders, the break with 92 kilometers to go. I was just going to say there's very, very few straight sections on the road, and they're coming up to one of them right now. They're going to take a right-hand bend and probably go straight for 1 kilometer. We do have cobble sections here too, guys. I think it was Connor Swift who crashed on the cobbles earlier, just all by himself. So slippery, these cobbles. Okay, so let's just jump back here for now, and we'll get caught up. We're going to jump into the chat, dudes. Whoo! Here we go. Okay, dudes, man, the team is here. The team is here. Wow, dudes, you guys are just chatting it up here. Molenberg ripped up the peloton. Yeah, dudes, Molenberg, I was just kind of like drinking, like, so guys, I'm not even on my second coffee. This is like 1.13 coffees right now. Just wolfed down a bagel here at home. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to start pretty soon. 6:30's coming. Molenberg, nothing was really happening up the other climbs, but you could see the tension building. All the main teams were coming to the front. Everyone was attacking at the beginning of every climb because they go from big wide roads. Well, big and wide in Belgium is not really that big and wide, if you know what I mean. Hopefully you don't. Whatever. And they go down to these tiny little like single laid roads, generally gravel or cobbled or just atrocious conditions. They're all attacking them. They survived the Quermont, the Elkenberg, the Wolvenberg. It was the Molenberg, exactly here where Zayoxek says it. This is Phil, said that it ripped up the peloton. It actually destroyed the peloton. Zayoxek. Dude, yeah, I was all set for Catalonia. You know what? I think what threw me off with Catalonia is when they changed the stages. When they shortened that one stage, I was like, come on. It kind of ticked me off, so I just didn't want to do it. Yeah, race just went on fire. This is Aaron here from Virginia. The race is on fire right now, guys. We got 3 riders for Red Bull in the front, 2 for UAE. Oh, this is the chasing group, guys. Sorry, chasing group. They're trying to get their reinforcements back to the front here. Machu of Vanderpool. Okay, so Machu's sitting on the front right now. Taddy's about 2 or 3 wheels back. So, dudes, in VeloGames, I think I didn't even pick Taddy. I don't think I picked him. It was so hard to pick your dudes because you got your classics. You got your hitters. You got your bank, like ultimate hitters. Machu, Taddy, Remco, those names in general for this race. Remember, Mathieu van der Poel has won this race 3 times. Taddy has won it 2 times. And back-to-back, they're doing a flip-flop. Last year was Taddy. Year before, Mathieu. Taddy, Mathieu. And then Mathieu won it a few. I think Mathieu first won it way back in 2020, I believe. Just reading a quick stat here, guys. So yeah, guys, they're there. But there's also the Spring Classics type riders here. So it was so hard to make the picks for this one. I've really mixed up my picks. I think I completely missed Milan San Remo. And there was a race through the week as well I missed. So I got to stay on top of that. Aaron said, hope you've been rocking the real estate business since Milan San Remo. Dude, been busy. I finally got my rental acreage listed yesterday. So, but it's kind of a weird weekend. I've only had one call about it, actually. It's Easter weekend. So most people have just disappeared. I had a young couple. I showed them a place. Well, I showed a place last weekend. He wanted to see a place on Wednesday, and we looked at a place last night, 7 o'clock at night. He goes, you work on Saturday nights? I'm like, yeah, totally, dude. Of course we do. We work on your schedule, and if you don't, then you're not a good realtor. I think they're going to write an offer on that place. Hopefully, they don't watch the video. They don't even know about my videos. Eddie's saying Terengganu cycling team have had a good last week. 3 wins and GC win in the Tour of Thailand. Okay, dude, I'll have to check that out. Oh, okay. TNT have some live coverage on YouTube. Unox Tobias took out that wheel. Yeah, he just kind of drifted over. Was it Unox? I thought it was a Jayco guy. Oh, last Tour de France. Tour de France. You're right. Dude, you're right. Tour de France. Yeah, took out that wheel. The one this morning was even... You could see the UE guy was like, come on. He was all like kind of twerked off about it because it was a neutralized section. Totally accidental. Guys, we're in the rain now. It has gotten so juicy fruit now. We've gone from dry to instant massive rain downpours. Oh, the conditions are just brutal now, guys. They're riding on some wet, sketchy... Welcome to Sketchville, folks. Welcome to Sketchville. That's when you know you're in the pipe, 5x5, dudes. Then you're in the pipe, 5x5, right there. Sketchville. And you can see everyone gingerly braking here. No one wants to try to lock it up. Still hopping stuff on the roads, though. These guys are still a little bit nuts. Watch that white paint. Watch the entire road, actually. Rancid Polecat here. Good morning, dudes. And happy Easter to those who celebrate it. Eddie's saying... Jebel Jants. Dude, I just call him Jebel Jants because I think that's the greatest name of all time. I know it's Jebel Jants, I think. Is the rider who is Terengganu cycling team. Dude, I thought he was Burgos. Oh, he was in Terengganu probably. Okay, that's right. Yeah, so if we look at, let's take a spotlight on this Burgos BH right here. Jebel Jants, signed by R. I'm totally destroying his name, but that's what he will always now therefore into the future be known as is Jebel Jants. Yeah, he won the Tour of Thailand in 2021, apparently as a Terengganu. Yeah, he was a Terengganu rider. Terengganu cycling team. Then it became Terengganu Polygon cycling team. So they're a Conti team there. Now Burgos BH, Burgos Berpele BH. Remember, guys, we do the Tour of Burgos as well. That is in August. We did it last year. I will be doing it again this year. Wow. The winds are screaming from the left-hand side of the riders, guys. This is the lead group. Down to 125 right now. Luke Lamperti's there, the big sprinter here for EF. He did win a race for me earlier this year in VeloGames. Yeah, dudes, I'm expecting crashes coming up. I am expecting it. Heading up to Valkenburg right now. They're at the very, very starting point of the Valkenburg. Not sure what this climb is going to look like itself. The women's race is also on too, guys, so don't forget about that. They started several hours after the men, and they ride a shortened distance, but still going to be an awesome race for them. Dave's saying how many bike changes? Oh, dude, probably tons of bikes so far. This is Dave from Toronto here. Jebel Jants will be a Tour of Langkawi this year. He is in every year. He's at the race every year. Rancid saying he's enjoying the race and keeping an eye on the Artemis mission. Yeah, I think that took off a few days ago. Yeah, Swoosh is saying, holy crap, is it Colin? We thought we lost you. Yeah, dudes. Yeah, dude, I planned to do all of Catalonia. And then I just kind of said, yeah, I don't feel like it. Dudes, I've missed so much of my own bike training that I find when I do these videos, by the time it's done, I know it doesn't seem like a lot of work, but I'm kind of like just talking, right, the whole time. And then at the end, I'm just like, shut her down. But dudes, enough about me. Let's talk about baseball. Dudes, I've watched every game so far this year of the Blue Jays because being in Canada with Sportsnet, I think it's said on Sportsnet out of the 162 games. That blows my mind. So guys, in MLB, and for all my MLB fans here, I know I'm late to the game. I'm a late arriver. Taddy leading the way up the Valkenburg here, guys. Remco sitting on his right wheel. Matthew Van Der Poel right behind him. Vermeesh is right there as well. Christophe Laporte marking them. Wout van Aert sitting a little bit further back. Maybe just hanging out in the draft a little bit more up the Valkenburg here. Back into the sunshine here, dudes. They're back into the sun now. The rains have stopped. Now the rains have stopped. Back into the sunshine. This is crazy. Yeah, they're actually in the sun. Shadows are cast now. Before they were in a horrendous downpour. So yeah, dudes, on Sportsnet, I think it said I get 150 games. Plus all the playoff games. Plus the World Series games. I think I've actually watched 8 games now. They've done, and it just kind of blows me away. 162 games over 185 days. So, yeah. Guys, to be honest, I used to think baseball was kind of a joke. Like, well, what do they do? Like, they just kind of... Dude, it is brutal. Alejandro Kirk, the catcher for the Blue Jays, he's already out for the year. Not out for the year. He's on injured reserve for 10 days. He fractured his thumb. Foul ball clipped his glove in a weird way and kind of bent his thumb right back. Instantly hurt him. Really cool getting to learn who all the players are, even for the other teams. And what's really cool, I didn't know this either. Baseball noob, and I'll admit it. They play like these 3-game stands. So I think it was the A's that the Jays played first. They played 3 games, so I get to learn who all the A's players are. And then it was the Rockies. Jays lost 2 games to the Rockies, if you can believe that. And they were good games at home. Ooh, sketchy pavers here, guys. Sketchy. They're showing a little replay here of the rain. Matthew leading the way, tongue hanging out. Just getting all that road grime into his mouth. Matthew, why are you doing that, dude? Then Taddy leading the way. Your rains have diminished a little bit at this point. Who will shoot the moon first, Artemis or Poggy? Ruben's here. Ruben, dude. Ruben, life's getting better. Moving forward, dude. Moving forward. They're talking about Ivan Garcia Cortina here. Had a crash early in the peloton. Crazy Belgians dancing around on the Brackle observation tower here, guys. Wow. Dudes, you can walk up it all the way. There's like wow, this thing is huge. I'm going to say it's at least probably like 9 stories high with a big observation platform there. It looks like it might be a cell phone tower too, but you can actually go to the top. Are you really allowed to walk up there? Yeah, there's a little parkade down below. A little solar array nearby. Aaron St. Colin was in Narnia. Yeah, dude, I was pretty much in the pipe. 5x5 from Dawn. Dawn's back. And we got Pinoy Perrin here calling out to X-Man. Who's Pinoy Perrin? Who is Pinoy Perrin? Dude, who are you and how do you know X-Man? Phase 2 started 30 minutes before the live stream. Yeah, dude, pretty much. It did. It kind of went off. Molenberg is where it really went off, guys. It just went full thermonuclear on Molenberg. But you could see it boiling. It was like the pot coming to a huge rumbling boil. The bubbles were coming up like this. Coming up, and then it started rolling and rolling, and then just out of control, up that Molenberg. Bang, bang time, as we call it here, guys. My favorite time of the day is bang time. Yeah, that's what I said. Favorite time of the day is bang time, guys. Yeah, Dave says you've had the normal spring peak and valley that happens after a weird winter that hangs on too long. Bottom right looks good from Don. Yeah, guys, sorry, dudes, I'm just catching up here. Scott here is again. Morning, Colin. Yeah, Scott, dude. Guys, I probably see Scott more than you guys do, than I see you guys now, because he's in my Discord. So, dudes, don't forget, there's an Inside Cycling World Discord if you just want to talk cycling chat. I think I tried to show it to you. Oh, yeah, I showed it one day. And Aaron said, dude, one of the best comments I've ever seen said, now this is premium content. Colin just randomly scrolling Discord. And I thought back, I go, yeah, anyone joining would be like, what is this idiot doing? But that's okay. I'm an idiot. So Scott's here. How do you think Remco is going to do today? Superior performance or another excuse? Dude, I've got him in my pool. I picked him. I didn't pick Taddy at all. I'll try to put VeloGames up. I think I went Machu, Remco. Dude, so you got to spend 100 points. These are all standard, like, fantasy league stuff. You got to spend 100 points. I think I picked 3 bangers, and then I picked 3 lowest point dudes that I could. I just threw all my money on 3 dudes. One of them not being Taddy. I don't think I picked him. Aaron saying it's live on YouTube. Type in Tour of Flanders. Not on Max or Peacock in the States. Okay. Scott's been watching around 7:30 a.m. and the race is really getting spicy, juicy now. The Supergroup breakaway has me hyped. Remco, Wout, Poggi, Mads Pedersen, Mathieu van der Poel, all together is worth the admission. Scott saying, which is basically the cost of my VPN. Yeah, Aaron saying Remco's results are all dictated by his AC situation the night before. Riders that have abandoned the race so far, guys. We got Sam Welsford for the United Grenadiers, Dylan Corkery from Team Picnic Postinel, Soren Verenskold's already out. I think I picked Soren. I think I had Soren as one of my picks because he was like a... Poggi, I think, was 34 or 36 points. Machu was 34 points. Remco, I think, was 30 or 32. Verenskold, I think, was like an 18 or 20 pointer, so I took him. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to check that. Maybe we can do that afterwards. Happy Easter to everyone. Yep. Pinoy Parensen here. Matthew won in 2020, 22, and 24. So that means Taddy would have won 23 and 25. Yeah, realtors work whenever you can make a sale. Yeah, dude, it's all... Being a realtor is just about meeting people, being nice to them, not treating them like garbage. Dude, I have fun with the people. I have so much fun with them. It's kind of like what I do here. Sometimes I catch myself talking as a realtor. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm in inside cycling mode. I honestly catch myself talking like that. I'm like, okay, Colin, yep, dial it down. I'm just having fun, chatting with people, trying to make them feel comfortable, not walking around the house with it being like dead quiet. You know, because some realtors do that. They just open the door and let you go in and just, they don't even look at you. So I'm trying to get to know who they are, just so there's something to talk about. Like, and I think people notice it too. Yeah, good weather's gone. Cobbles, hills, Wout. Yeah, man, I'd love to see Wout do good. I know a lot of people are like, maybe he's going to retire soon. Wout still got it. He's still there, or thereabouts. Yep, crank up the Aussie now. Time for some crazy train. Swoosh Kid is, I don't know what he's saying here. Something Belgian, I guess. Scott saying, Colin, did you witness the fancy foot from Connor Super earlier? Dude replaced his shoes and shoe covers without stopping. Dude, I saw a quick replay of it. I did see a quick replay. I think he had white shoe covers on. I was watching that a little bit. Aaron, MLB thought Dodgers still look like the Poggi of that sport, beating up on my Nats currently. The Nationals, yep. Yeah, dude, Aaron, I've been going on super deep dive, and I just love every day. Like, there's another Jays game today. It's like, I honestly, I knew they played a lot of games. Like, I always kind of knew they play about 160 games. It's 162. But I just kind of thought, well, whatever. I didn't really think about it. But, dude, they pretty much got to play every day. So, like, the Jays play today on April 5th. It's April 5th, right? Yeah, it's April 5th. They're playing in Chicago today, April 5th. And I think they've lost both their games there. Yeah, I think they've lost both their games. They play another game today, so April 5th. Tomorrow they play the Dodgers at home. So it's going to be 3 games against the Dodgers. And again, that's super cool because it's not like I just see one team. I do kind of know the Dodgers from watching them last year. But let's say, I don't know, the Marlins show up. I couldn't name one player on the Marlins right now. And that's the beauty of Inside Cycling World. We're just honest here. If the Marlins show up for one game, I'm going to forget those names. But if they're there for 3, I start remembering. And I start researching them and looking them up. So I love that part of it. And again, nothing touches baseball for stats. Nothing touches it. Guys, the gap right now, here it is. 20 seconds at the moment. We've only got 20 seconds. Showing a little picture of the PCS camper van parked on the road. the PCS camper van. So guys, we are using Pro Cycling Stats here. And, oh, it looks like they got 2 camper vans. So they got 2 of them. So Pro Cycling Stats, dude, these are the dudes last year that the Tour de France, I think they kind of actually ran them off the course. That's how, I don't know, how much the Tour de France tries to cover, like protect and stop anyone else from covering the Tour de France but them. But guess what? I can. But wait, there's more. Right? But wait, there's more. Scott saying that was like a Florida rain, like instantaneous and then gone. Like, guys, we're bright sunshine again, zigzagging all over the countryside here. Wow, what a beautiful part of the world this is. Like the amount of curves they got to take here, unbelievable. And you know, okay, this is the Poggy group now. They're almost on the breakaway. 12 seconds. And the main peloton is still about 126 back. Both these groups up front, roughly the same size. In fact, we got 12 riders in the first group and now saying 16 in the second group. These guys in this front group are going to have to start hanging on. Connor Swift is going to have some reinforcements from Magnus Sheffield here. It's saying Sam Watson's here, but I thought, okay, he is. It's Welsford that got dropped and is out of the race here for Ineos Grenadiers. So he's gone. So there will be some teams grouping back up here. Yeah, guys, great to be back. This is fun. Loving it. Great to be back. Let's jump over to Tour Tracker Live. See if we can see where they are on course here. Rough. Here we are, guys. Here's our groups. 12 riders up front, 78 Ks to go. Chasing group, the Poggy group, the Mathieu van der Poel group, and then the peloton at 130. I did have Google Maps running this morning, guys. I typed in Aude Quermont, and here it is. Here's Aude Quermont. What's crazy, too, the Paterberg is just over here. So when you look at Pro Cycling Stats, here, you see the Aude Quermont, and then you see the Paterberg. It's at the end. Well, okay, here. Here is where you can see how actually close they are. We're coming up to the Aude Quermont again here shortly in the next 30K. Right after it, we will take on the Paterberg. So at that point, it's the way they're just going through these towns. They're going to come through the Aude Quermont here somewhere, and then probably come straight up this way and take on the Paterberg cycling climb. Earlier, they've done it in a different route, obviously, and you can see that when we come back here, because they've been kind of like looping around all over the place, right? They've been doing all these little crazy turns, taking on climbs at different points. And I'm thinking right here, the roads kind of overlap maybe. Okay, I think I know what we're going to do. That's 20. Okay, we can see them right here. When will we be doing it? Right there. You look here, guys. There's Aude Quermont there. Yeah. Okay. And then here's the Paterberg here. Interesting. Now, when I jump back over to Google Maps, there's that little straight road here. That must be the Paterberg right there. It's actually called the Paterberg Cycling Climb. And again, jumping back, you can see right here. Here's a little diagonal road there. Yeah, let's take a look. Look at that tree line there. Interesting stuff, you guys. This is and there's that same tree line right there. There it is. It's the Paterberg Straat. So that's the climb. That's the Paterberg. That could absolutely blow up this race, dudes. Back to PCS here, guys. Watching the streamer riders. 28 riders in the front group. All single file right now. Just slowly quickly snaking their way through the countryside here. Average speed, 44 kilometers an hour. And we still have just under 1,000 meters of climbing to go. 994 meters of climbing. I will get caught up, guys. Long time between drinks. Welcome back. That's Flocky. Flocky32. Yeah, Aaron's saying baseball is a huge grind for players and fantasy managers. Yeah, dude, that describes baseball. It's a grind. Injuries. Dude, might have been the second game of the Blue Jays at home. Pitcher. I forget his name offhand because I'm not great with the names. He's a new dude. They all have long hair now, it seems. He just came across from Japan. First game in the MLB for the Jays. I believe MLB ever for the Jays. And he hurt himself in the second inning. He went to recover a ball. The pitcher went to grab the ball. I think the guy might have bunted or just hit it really light out towards first base. Pitcher went to grab it. he kind of jammed his right knee, taken off in the golf cart. I'm like, that was his debut. I haven't seen him since. I don't know how hurt he is. Poggy leading the way up now, up this climb, guys. 77 kilometers to go. Aaron saying Jay's pitching is a little sketchy at the moment. Yeah, so... Yeah, Gaussman's there, and I want to say Gassman. I want to say that. We got Max Scherzer. Man, he is totally the psychopath. I've watched some good videos about him. I didn't know. So when I watched Max last year pitch, I didn't really know how good he was because I'm such an amateur noob at baseball. But that's okay. I'm still allowed to like it. I've watched that. He's insane, that guy. And he's so good. You got Dylan Cease. He's a new guy. New but not new. I think he signed a 7-year, $210 million contract with the Blue Jays. Fluharty. Dude, Rogers, the guy that's got that awesome side throw. I love that dude. So good. And actually, it was funny. Dude, it might have been against the Rockies. The Rockies, maybe? They had their catcher pitching. So the Blue Jays had Heineman, the backup. I don't want to say backup because that sounds like he doesn't play. I don't know what they call it in baseball. Do they call it switch? Do they call it switch? They got these weird names up all the time, and I'm trying to figure them out all the time. Just going to catch up here. Oh, Pinoy Parent is X-Man. Okay, sorry, dude. Oh, dude. Guys, X-Man here. One of my main dudes over on the Discord. Guys, jump into the Inside Cycling World Discord if you just want to chat cycling through the week. We chat baseball there, too. X-Man's on there all the time. And X-Man... just messaged me, I think last night, saying that he just got a new phone, so he'll be able to comment here. So, dude, that's who this is. Okay, dude, got you. Yeah, dude, Zeosex, you're right, Phil. Machu has Sylvain Dillier in the break, so he's got a little satellite strategy there. That's correct. And we know Sylvain Dillier can pull for 200 kilometers at a time. Climbing again here at 75 kilometers, onto the cobbles right at 75 Ks, guys. We're on the cobbles at 75 Ks. Let's go back to Tour Tracker for a second, see where we are. We'll get some eyeballs on this. Okay. So they've already been over that, or it's not showing. Maybe that's the start of the climb. Berg Ten Toot? Is that what it's called? Having trouble seeing that, guys. We'll come back here. Yeah. Berg Ten Toot, that's where they've just came over the top here. Taddy leading the way, Remco right on his wheel here. We're losing a Q36.5 Pinarello rider here. This is Frederick Frisson. I think he was in that group all day today, so probably getting tired right now. 24 riders left, and we have lost a couple already. Dillier's gone. Frederick Frisson's gone. Victor Vercouy. I think I picked Victor Vercouy today as one of my 4-pointers in my league. And Hartis de Vries for Unibet Rose Rockets. Remco leading the way now, looking very strong coming up here. Here's Victor falling out the band for the Belwas. Team Flanders Belwas. Looks like we got some bottles getting delivered at the top here. Yeah, riders drifting now. I got to get this super live, guys. That's what it was. Yeah. So I was watching a delayed section that I did myself earlier. I was going back and watching some action earlier today. I am up watching early, guys. Oh, wow. I'm super far behind, guys. Sorry about that. Aaron saying cycling idiots rule. You be you. Dude, that's me. Dave saying Remco's going to hammer to the front and have a stupid crash that takes him out for a month. Yeah, possibly. Breaks his collarbone. Yeah, I wonder if the UAE DSL on the bus is bang time, boys. It's bang time. Dude, that's what I would say. I just walk in, I just go, look, guys, nothing to say. Bang time. That's it. We don't need a motivational speech. We know it's bang time. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, wow. Dude, thank you so much. X-Man here. Dude, thank you so much, dude. A little support here from X-Man. Appreciate it, dudes. There you go, dude. Love it. Oh, let me back up, guys. I'm missing stuff already. You mean you do not say bang time in the pipe 5x5 coming in for a 709er for a prospective buyer at the property? Dude, I should start dropping that. They just look at me like, who is this nut bar? Might get me extra sales. I don't know. Real estate, kind of a slow start right now, guys. Very, very slow. So working hard. Okay, Tom's saying the cost per rider on the Classics content doesn't change. So if a low price rider is rocking, remember him for, dude, yeah, okay. Yeah. So they lock in the prices early on. So you might just get a rider who's on fire. So remember him for your next races because you're going to get him at a discount. Again, X-Men, Pinoy Perrin here. Thank you so much, dude, for your support of the channel. I love it, dude. Every little bit helps me here. I'm kind of like, this is... Dudes, believe it or not, YouTube is one of my income streams right now. It barely does anything right now because we're just getting back in. But once the big races come, the Giro, the Tour de France, and La Vuelta, I won't miss a stage. I won't miss a minute of those races, I promise. I will plan my workday around those races. Workday around those races. So when the Giro goes off at 3:30 in the morning, I'm on. I did it last year. The Classics are a little bit different. I join them a little bit later. So that's what we're doing today, guys. Let's get back up here now. Next climb coming up. What will the next climb be? Actually, I think that is Berg ten Hoot. I think that's what's coming up next. Let me try to figure this out, dudes. Where are we? Will it be that one? That's a kilometer 251.7. I gotta figure this out, dudes. It depends which way they go here. I mean, look at this here. They've got like, yeah, there's some weird stuff going on the road here. I'm not really sure. We'll keep an eye on that and get that figured out. I'll catch up with the chat here. Taddy will go full poggy. Yeah, dudes, I'm looking at it here. I think Aude Quermont right here, kilometer 220. I think that's when Taddy's going. I think this attack up the Aude Quermont here for the second time, and then the Paterberg will launch Poggy away with whoever can hang with them. We're only, I think, 50 kilometers to the finish at that point, and that's perfect for him and the big bangers to get out there to engage in their own private bang time. Whoa, that's creepy. Private bang time. Yeah, Dave's saying so many transitions from wide freeways to tiny go paths. Eddie, I'd have to dig into that stat. Oh, it says Niels Pollitt has crashed. That was 2 minutes ago. Frederick Frisson here on camera now. He's being caught by the chasers. So let's see what our gap is here now. 141 back to the peloton. So those dudes, they're kind of gone for the day. They're going to have to do something pretty special, especially when you got this kind of firepower up front. I bet you're going to see a lot of abandons today, guys. It's just going to be like, yeah, we're done. We're done. Dave saying, when the Jays got Al Leiter, he sat in the dugout for about 3 years because of a blister on his throwing hand. Yeah, dude, baseball is just crazy. Zenmud, ahoy, matey. Drew woke up late. Drew's here. Okay, Flocky saying you didn't pick Verenskold, you picked Vandenstorm. Yeah, dudes, I did some crazy picks, and then I changed them all. Yeah, I don't know. I know I've got Remco and Machu. I should have them, and I think one other big name. I forget who it is. I think I did it. I probably only did it yesterday. Guys, I can remember dumb little cycling stats, but I can't remember what I did yesterday. Yeah, this is Charles Todd Sullivan for Prez. Oh, this dude's been here before. All the big guys are up at the front. Things should get lit up pretty soon. Yeah, dude, it blew up on the Molenberg. On the Molenberg was absolute chaos. I think Aude Quermont is going to be chill until that point. Aude Quermont, it's going off there, guys. Up the Aude Quermont. Let's see if we can have a little look at that here. The Aude Quermont, let's see, the first time around, it's the second time up. 1,500, it's actually 2.2 kilometers at 4% gradient. 11.6% max. That's where it's really going to happen because immediately right after it, we got the Paterberg. Max gradient there. Dudes, look at this. It's only 400 meters, but averages 12.9% gradient. Max is out at 20.3. And dudes, I rode it on Zwift. I felt it. It was fun because it was short and sweet. Poggy and Remco having a little chat here. Yeah, they're fully having a full conversation here. Hey, bro, what's going on, dude? Man, did you play the latest Call of Duty? Yeah, man, I'm not liking the latest seasonal updates. Not really my thing. I don't like the new cosmetics or the new gameplay. They got to update those guns, yeah. Bro, hear ya. Let's go. That's what these dudes probably talk about. They're young dudes. They play video games. Oh, wow. Dudes, the combined palmares for the riders in the front group, 44 stages of the Tour de France. 4 Tour de France's from one dude, Taddy. 5 road world championships, which includes Evenepoel, Pedersen, Pogacar, and Van der Poel. 6 Milano San Remos, Matty Mohoric, Pogacar, Stuyven, Van Aert, and Van der Poel. 5 Liège-Bastogne-Lièges between Evenepoel and Pogacar. So right away you can see who has won what and who hasn't. Wow. Poggy's the only one in this front group that's run Il Lombardia. 5 times. 5 times? Really? He's won it 5 times? Okay. Is that right? Guys, is that right? Has he really won it 5 times? Yeah, he's won it 5 times. Yeah, 5 years running too. Crazy. Yeah, Poggy. Yeah. He is a generational rider, that's for sure. Especially looking at these stats here. Wow, these are really good stats. Ron van Vlaanderen, 5 wins. Only 2 riders, Pogacar and Van der Poel. No one else in this front group has ever won it. 6 Strade Bianches between them, Pogacar, Van Aert, and Van der Poel. 21 stages at La Vuelta. Don't forget about that race, guys. Gent-Wevelgem, E3 Saxo, UAE Tour, 17 stages from the Giro. I'm looking for any weird names in here. Okay, we got Christophe Laporte showing up. Not that that's a weird name. Jasper Stuyven showing up again. Spring Classics type rider. Yeah, that's so cool. So cool, guys. So we do have a little climb coming up here. Look, it's the Kreisberg, the Nieuwe Kreisberg. And then, dudes, it's going to go off. So strap in, cinch the seatbelt down, tighten up your seatbelts. It's going to happen, guys. Dude, exactly. Right here. I think Cody Ponce was the Blue Jays pitcher you were thinking about that got hurt going to first. Yeah, dude, just like he just kind of stumbled over the ball. And when you watch the slow-mo, you see his right leg fully extended when his leg hit the ground. It's like he just jammed his knee, right? It'd be like jumping off a 6-inch high thing with your knees locked. Just not smart. Just happened. Yeah, Cody Ponce, that's him. And I think I saw him in spring training. Yeah, so guys, don't forget, they play 162 games, plus I think they play upwards of 30 spring training games on top of that. Now, they don't play all of them. Remember the World Cycling Classic, the World Baseball Classic was on at the same time. I watched the majority of that. Venezuela won that, from what I remember. Taddy on the front, Laporte's there as well. Who is that picnic rider? That picnic rider is Julius Vandenberg, this dude right here. Let's take a look at Julius Vandenberg. 29 years old from Purmerend in the Netherlands, 1.9 meters tall. This guy's rocking it at 6'3", walking around like a beast. Too bad he only weighs 78 kilos, slim and trim. Won a stage at the Tour of Poland in 2021. So his glory years look like they were like 2018. That's where, second on stages. Yeah, he had a lot of good results in 2018, it looks like. So 7-8 years ago. Rode for EF Education, EF Pro Cycling, now Team Picnic Post NL. Get back to it, guys. It's going to be on soon. And I'm going to catch up here again. Yeah, as soon as a break gets caught, Taddy will hit the Rockets. Dude, they're all together now. They're all together, Dave. We've got 23 riders in this front group. That's the chase group and the breakaway group caught. Poggy sitting on the front controlling it. Machu just watching. We got Sam Watson, Connor Swift, and Magnus Sheffield here for the Ineos Grenadiers. They're all lurking right at the front too. Wout's coming to the front now. Riding side by side with his childhood nemesis, Mathieu Van der Poel. I just saw a picture on Facebook a couple days ago, guys. These two dudes, like kids, they look like they were 12 years old each, like on the podium together. Yeah, we're definitely coming around for 709 here. Dudes, I don't know if you saw something too. I posted it on my Facebook. It was like one of those goofy things where they take people's faces, and I don't know if it's a German group. Cherry Cherry Baby or something, like a song from the 80s, these dudes with long hair. And it was Wout van Aert and Mathieu van der Poel singing the song together. Dude, pure gold. Absolute pure gold. How many races happened in April? Dude, tons. I think there was a stat that quickly popped up yesterday. I think they said there's 79 stage races in April. One-day stage races. I think it was 79. Don saying Taddy is nuts. I bet he maxes out on the watts to win a record-breaking number of Flanders wins today. Dave saying, by the way, I want to make it clear, I love Remco. He is so much fun when he's on, but his aggression costs him. Yeah, dude, exactly. Dude, Dawn, I know. Dude, I keep checking. They don't have any coverage. So Dawn's talking about Blue Thunder mode, Airwolf mode. Over on Bike Terra, they've had no World Tour races show up on Bike Terra yet. Whoa! Mathieu almost taken out by one of the EF riders there. Mathieu had to do a full, lean over very quickly, CX style. Only a CX rider could probably do that quickly. The EF rider just kind of chopped his front wheel. I'd like to see a replay of that. There might be a little talking to afterwards. Okay, there's 3 riders still out front here. Yeah, okay. I see what Dom was saying. Once those guys are caught, they're going to have to pull this all back together here. So these must be the survivors from earlier. A couple that were still hanging out. Because Connor Swift is the guy that went down earlier today, crashing by himself on the cobbles. Getting a little curvy, swervy here now, guys. Guys starting to dilly-dally. Looks like Laporte now says, let's go. It's go time. Bang time. Yeah, right here it now says reaction from Christophe Laporte from Team Visma Lisa Bike. And yeah, so it's Florian and Connor Swift trying to stay away. They're just a few seconds ahead, guys. It's all coming back together. And it looks like we will be setting up for a huge acceleration on Aude Quermont the second time through it. Zenmud looking at the wannabes riding with the front group. Unknowns. Yeah, dude, there was a breakaway. Was it 16 or 12 riders, something like that, that was away for most of the day. They had over a 5-minute gap at one point. So when I jumped on this morning, we just got to the Aude Quermont for the first time. They were maybe 10 kilometers before it. And I thought 6:30. I think I jumped on a little bit earlier because I knew the action was already happening. By the time I made the coffee, they were I was drinking my coffee or watching it, ramming some food into the gullet. And the Molenberg is where it just went nuts. So what you're seeing right now is 1/10 of what the Molenberg was. This is really chill for them right now. Molenberg ripped the race apart. Lots of camper vans out, lots of fans. Really well done this race. Wout on the front, Remco going with them. And very windy here, guys. You can see it with those banners on the side of the road. Remco going to the front. I think this is Remco. There is, I think, 3 Red Bull riders here. We got Tim Van Dijk, Gianni Vermeersch, and Remco. Dudes, this is the race, too, where years ago we saw riders actually blown off the road. You guys probably remember Geraint Thomas getting absolutely blown off the road by the wind gusts. And I think we're probably riding the same kind of thing. I think it was like VeloGames or whatever they call it. VeloGames. Kind of like Jabal Jance. Let's flip out a Jabal Jance. I'm gonna throw it into every word now. Jabal Jance it. What are you gonna do, Jab? I'm just gonna Jabal Jance. Dancing, I saw Remco's content the other day. He was training for the ride. No climbs or terrain, cobbles in his training ride. Oh, okay. Dave's talking about the pitcher. Leader sitting with his hand in a jar of pickle juice for 2 years, then jumped for the Yankees as soon as his contract ran out. Yeah, baseball's a weird sport. It's a weird sport, but I love it. Yeah, I'm going to say his name wrong. Andres Jimenez. I want to say Jimenez. Andres Jimenez. Man, that guy is killing it right now. I think he bats 8th or 9th for the Blue Jays. I think he basically leads the league right now in everything. Every time he gets to bat, he's hitting home runs. So really cool learning about what do they call it? The 3-strike or the 3/ number. It's great that if you can hit the ball, but it's really great if you can smash it and score lots of runs at the same time. And that's what he's doing right now. So it's Jimenez. Jimenez? Shortstop. I think he's shortstop. He's really good. And, dude, I think he's 27 years old. He's got such a huge career ahead of him. It's really cool about baseball. It takes a long time to develop. Not like pro cycling. You don't show up at 18 years old. Guys, okay, baseball superstar fans here, am I correct about that? I know I am. How many 18-year-olds walk into MLB and dominate? I'm going to say it's very low, whereas what we're seeing in cycling now, we're seeing 18 and 19-year-olds walk in and are very close to winning the Tour de France. It's just they're developed so young as cyclists. In baseball, there's this long development period where you'll get drafted, you'll sit around, you'll go to a AAA team, you'll come back, you're going to hang out there for 3-4 years, then you make it up, they might send you back down again, and then you come back. It seems like there's such a long development, and I think that's really cool. Aaron saying, by the way, younger leader pitching for Texas today, I think his nephew. Okay, guys, leader, lighter. Someone tell me how you say it right. Lighter? Does Matthew Vanderpool have the legs today to keep up with Taddy? Only time will tell. Yeah, like, dude, it's Milan-San Remo. You could see Taddy was like Matthew was like, I'm done. I'm just finished here. But we are back in Flanders, more his territory. Matthew's on the front right now. Dude, so cool. Dude, right now, 3 world champions riding side by side. Obviously, Taddy's in the world champion jersey, but he's got Remco there and Matthew with the armbands on the arms there. World champion bands on the arms, rainbow jersey bands. Dude, it's getting hot and heavy in here now. It's getting hot in here. Na, 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 na. I forget it. Dave will know the song. Yeah, Drew, exactly. Graddick to Wolf. Who dat? Yeah, let's look at Camille Graddick here. Polish rider. Rides for Bahrain Vitors. 35 years old. Look at this guy. Man, he should be playing basketball. 1.94 meters tall. His Palmares. Like, check this out. GC Tour China 2014. Polish individual time trial champion in 2020, the COVID year. Won a stage at the Tour of China. So, looking at his Palmares here, his big year was 2014. 2015 maybe. That was when he was probably at his peak. It's a long time ago now. Did not finish Dwarsdorf Vlaanderen through the week. I was going to do that race, guys, and then I think I said, nah, not doing it. Oh, I had to take pictures of a property, and I was kind of getting psyched up to do that, so I just got my brain focused on that. 3 riders for Red Bull at the front, dudes. Taddy riding 4th, Matthew riding 5th, Wout riding 6th. Grenadiers boys coming up. 5 kilometers to the foot of Haute Quermont. That is where the race, I believe, will start today. Excuse me, guys. Steven Cycles. Steven, good to see you, dude. Thanks for the kudos on Zwift. Sean Kelly on UK's TV coverage said that back in the day, some fans would pour water with washing up liquid onto the cobbles of the Koppelberg to make it more slippy. Dude, that's awesome. Dude, I love this washing up liquid. You know what's crazy, Steven? That's when you know you're from the UK, because that's what my mom still calls it. Washing up liquid. Washing up. Right? Dish soap. I can just call it dish soap. But yeah, washing up liquid. I like it. Yeah, I keep pour some Palm All. What is it? Dawn. Pour some Dawn across the road. Yeah. Oh, they probably still do it. Eddie's saying that Terenganu's cycling team already wins 7 races this season and top 10 with most wins this season so far. Aaron saying cycling mural on course was super cool. Love Belgium. Love the Belgians. Love of cycling. Yeah, dude, I got to get over there. Wow. They're like racing like they're in the final 200 meters of the race here. Guys trying to get position here. Red Bull's trying to keep Mr. Remco. Big right-hander coming up here, guys. Trying to set up there. Got an Ineos Grenadier rider on the front. Then Red Bull. Poggy. Looks like Wout is in the middle of the group here. Matthew sitting maybe 10 meters ahead of him. Wout's trying to squeeze his way up the right-hand side in the gully here. The gully? Is it a gully? That's not really gully, is it? The gutter? The gutter. That's what I meant. Sometimes I don't even know what my brain's saying, guys. It just kind of just rambles on. So half the things I say, just kind of ignore them. And Drew asked, "Who's this Gradic guy?" He's now got his name shouted out here on Pro Cycling Stats. Camille Gradic here, pulling in group of favorites here for Bahrain Victorious. Little speed bumps here for the chasing group. Yeah, this must be the chasing group there. 141 back to the peloton, dudes. So here's a little detail profile. We've just gone under the new Kreisberg I talked about. We're going to be bombing downhill, 1 kilometer flat segments before we take on Aude Quermont. Let's jump back over to Tour Tracker now. You can see where we are. There's the peloton. Here's our lead group. There's the Paterberg, Aude Quermont. So they're probably going to loop around like this. I think they're going in a clockwise direction right now. Yeah, there they go. Is that right? Oh, there's the break. Okay, there's the peloton. Yeah. They're going to be climbing up now to Aude Quermont here right away. Turn quickly and then going up the Paterberg. This is where the race is going to launch, guys. I think this is where we're going to see the majority of this lead group get absolutely obliterated here. Some of those names that you're like, who? They're going to be gone. I don't want to say anyone's names because I don't want to be mean to these dudes, but I think we're going to lose about half of this group right here up this Quermont-Paterberg segment coming up. And let's just say, what do you guys think? Maybe 10 riders left? Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, Steven, so I've just been riding Zwift. I know we chatted about this. I haven't been on Ruby once. Just not really feeling Ruby right now. I think that they've destroyed the drafting on there. It just doesn't work. It's ruined for now. People are still racing for no reason because you're getting double and triple draft. Ineos on the front. This Tim Van Dyke, I believe that's who that Red Bull rider is there. He's kind of got a greasy stash, although I love the stash at the same time. There's Mads Pedersen. He wears those very distinctive sunglasses. Kind of look like Elvis circa 1975 sunglasses. You know, those big ones. That's what he likes to wear. And Dave put new tires on his Torelli. Taddy attacks, guys. Taddy just lights it up here right now. Just lit it up, dudes. There he goes. Wout's going with him, dudes. Wout's going with him. They are right at the base of the climb here. They're on it now, dudes. Poggy goes. Wout goes. Looks like Mad Pedersen is going to claw his way back. Looks like Remco's fourth. Matthew's further back. Matthew's coming up now. Matthew got caught out way far back, but Matthew is just powering past the other riders here. Past looks like Trenton, past an Ineos Grenadier rider, slips in behind Remco. Matthew, ultimate beast power on this kind of stuff, guys. Matthew Panderpoel went from 10th up to 5th place. Wout easily marking Pogacar here. Taddy looks really comfortable here. Cobblestone climb here, dudes. This is just intense. Wout chasing. Wout, if you crack and break, there's a gap opening up between Mads and Wout. That's going to hang out Remco and Matthew. Matthew's going to have to react here at some point because Mads can't keep up, opening up a bigger and bigger gap. It's probably a 10-15 meter gap now. Go Wout signs. Matthew's come around. He's just jumped past Remco and Mads. Matthew knows, smartest dude out there knows, I got to go now. I can't let this gap keep opening. Matthew's gone. He's now jumping on Wout's wheel. Wow, smart rating. Remco did the same thing. They realized Mads couldn't keep up with the pace. They're sitting behind him drafting. There's a gap opening the whole time. So if he can't stay on the wheel ahead of him, you're just going to fall back further. Dudes, we basically have 5 guys in the front group. It's down to 3 now. Remco is battling his way back. He's back on. They're on a bit of a flatter segment here, it looks like. There's a flat before the very top of the Quermont. All cobbled here. Guys, I'm going to try to show you here. Yeah, they're on this flat segment right here. There's one more little kick up. Top 4 riders here, guys. Remco's sitting about 10 meters back. Dude, I knew Matthew was going to do that as soon as I saw the helicopter shot with Mads slipping. The gap just kept opening and opening. You got to go at some point. With 50K to go, Poggy can go all the way now. So now's the time to react. Either you do it now or the race is over. So we got 4 riders in the front group, Wout, and I didn't pick Wout at all. I was looking at him. Mads riding in 5th place, 50 to 75 meters back, something like that. Hard to tell the distance here. And then the other chasers. Wow. I got to catch up, you guys. I'm way far behind. Oh, wow, dudes. Thank you for the chat here. Yeah. X-Men saying here, Basque Country starts tomorrow. Flocky's asking, did you sell the mini truck? Dude, a guy's telling me I've had so many questions about it. Mini truck, he says, I need you to hold that truck for me until Tuesday. So I just say, sure, dude, I'll hold it. That means if a guy comes today with cash, I'm not holding it. That's all it means. Dude, I'm not going to hold the truck for you when you're not going to show. I just say, yeah, sure, absolutely, dude. I was nice. I just said, hey, dude, it's kind of a slow weekend with it being Easter. I said, so it's probably fine sitting here. Looks like we got 4 chasers here. I'm going to say that's Trenton, Sheffield. It is Trenton, Sheffield, Stuyven, and Vermeesh. That's Florian Vermeesh for UAE there. So we got 2 groups of 4, it looks like, right now. Oh, and Wout is falling out the back here, guys. They're on the kind of the main road here, paved, asphalt. Poggy, Mathieu van der Poel, and Remco. Then 3 seconds back to Wout van Aert. 10 seconds back to Mads. Then we got Magnus, Sheffield, Stuyven, and Trenton. Wow. Wout is with them, but he's slowly slipping here. We need a motorbike to slip in there between quickly. We got neutral service motorbike right behind Wout right now. He's further slipping back. He's just cracked. Wout's cracked. How are these other 2 boys doing here right now with Mr. Pogacar? Yeah, so Basque Country coming up starts tomorrow, guys. I'm planning on doing it, and I'm thinking really good and really powerful about cycling right now. So we're going to do the Basque Country, dudes. We are going to do the Basque Country. Next climb is the Paterberg. Dude, it happens right away. The Paterberg is coming right now. There's just a short reprieve here. They're going to bomb downhill, and then they take on the Paterberg, which is super steep. Mads needs to get back with Wout. Let's just see here. Can I see them on? Okay, there's Wout on the road. Okay, 3 dudes up at... Dude, the road is so curvy, swervy. They're all over. What a great ride here. Dude, why do I live here? Can someone in Belgium adopt me? Like, seriously, you can be younger than me. Just adopt me as your... I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm going to get myself in trouble. You're kind of off uncle. Just pretend I'm your off uncle. We'll call it that. I'm just slightly off. Remco doing some work here now for Poggy and Mathieu. Good to see... Get that off my screen. Good to see Remco up here. Remco is always the kind of dude in a breakaway. He'll tell the other riders, get up, do some work, do some work. So Remco's doing what he preaches. He's getting up front. Dude, they were like on little bike paths. This would be a bike path around here. This is probably a major highway in Belgium. Just kidding. This is just like a little tiny side road here. Love it, though. These are the kind of roads I want to ride on. Dudes, where I live, I've told you before, 2 mile by 1 mile. So you go straight for 2 miles. You come to a 4-way stop. Not a stop. Intersection. Sometimes it's a 4-way stop. Or crossway. And then you could turn right, left, or go straight. You can go straight for another 2 miles, or you could turn right and left and go straight for 1 mile in your direction. And then you turn again, and you go for 2 miles. Straight, straight. You ride rectangles. Boring. Hate riding outside. Dave's saying, okay, so this is good. This is good. Charles saying virtually never for baseball. I think that's what we're talking about. Young dudes coming in. Yeah, it's a different sport, man. You get to see these young guys develop. It takes them years to develop. It ain't like cycling where an 18-year-old walks in like Paul or Taddy or whoever else may be coming up. It's getting younger and younger in cycling. I don't know what's going on, but that's just the way it is. Dave's saying in baseball there have been about 4 in 200 years. Al Leiter. Okay, Leiter. Okay. And again, guys, I'm going hard on baseball here very soon, guys. Like, I feel comfortable enough now. I think I could do a Blue Jays game. And with the Dodgers coming to town, I'm doing it. Oh, yeah, we're doing it, boys. So join me for the baseball if you can. Help out the channel the same way you guys do with what you're doing right now. Oh, Paterberg time, dudes. Here we go, digging in. Poggy's going. I can see Remco's in a fade already. Remco is barely hanging on. Van der Poel moves right up. He knows this climb. In the distance, we can see Wout, followed by Mads Pedersen. Remco's cracked already, guys. Remco's out the back in his lowest gear. It's just, yeah, Taddy takes a little look back. Sees Mr. Van der Poel there. He knows he's cracked Remco already. Remco, come on, dude. Let's go. I got to do some quick updates here, guys. Let's just see. Yeah, they're over the Paterberg now. It's short. It's brutal. I did this one on Zwift a couple days ago. Steven, if you're still here, let me know if you've done that. Insane. 3 seconds back to Remco now. 11 seconds to Wout. 16 to Mads. Machu and Poggy together as usual. Here we go. Imagine if Machu was on UAE. I think Poggy would win every race on the planet at that point. Remco's going to have to battle his way back on, guys. He's going to have to battle his way back on. Next climb up is the Koppenberg. Going to come back over to this one here, guys, just because... is that the Koppenberg there? There's the Koppenberg. So I'm trying to figure out which direction they're going. You can see here, they've just climbed over the Paterberg. Chase of 3 riders. 2 riders out front. Well, they're saying 3. It's only 2. Remco's a little further back. Remco's going to have to do some dangerous riding here. Winds are very strong, guys. Winds are very strong. Let's go back to PCS and check the weather stats out. Weather forecast. Yeah, dude, check out the winds. At kilometer 200, wind speed 33k an hour. Above fresh breeze wind speedage. And gusting to 46.2 from the west. So yeah, windy dudes. This is going to hurt them. Remco can see them. But he's got 4-time Tour de France champion Tadej Pogacar. Mr. Mathieu van der Poel, greatest rider of all time for me. Because since he's road and CX rider at the same time. Leading the way, guys. Remco is going to have to... Well, he's going to have to go into TT mode here to try to get back on with these dudes. The scary thing is they got to do the Ode Quermont and the Paterberg one more time still. Taddy knows he can drop Remco on it now. Remco knows he can be dropped on it now. That hurts. That hurts. Okay, dudes. Lighter. Okay, so... Aaron here saying, just on Friday, there was a 19-year-old debut with Pittsburgh, Connor Griffin. First since Juan Soto in 2018 is fairly rare. Only the very best do it. I would say once every 5 years on average. So do those guys stick around, or is it like a quick debut? Like, I know the name Juan Soto. That guy's a big deal. I think I watched him at the World's Baseball Classic. Pretty sure. Or do they show up and then like, you're not ready, and then send them away? Is Juan Soto the guy? I know I watched a video where they were saying they didn't actually know how old the dude was. They were like, nah, he's more like he's 26, 27 than 18 or 19. Is it Juan Soto? Have you guys seen that video? Yeah, dudes, I've watched so many, I can't remember now. Dave's saying usually pitchers, Bob Feller, Mark Fidrick. Okay, I know that name, Mark Fidrick. Why do I know that name, Mark Fidrick? Oh, I think I do know his name. What was the deal with that guy? I think that was the guy who they said had social anxiety. And he's the guy that wanted to become a garbage man or a lawnmower maintenance dude. I think that's who that is. Am I right about that, Dave? I just saw a video on it yesterday. Eddie's saying he can't wait for FIFA World Cup this July. Yeah, it's getting hot in here by Nelly. Dude, I'm way behind, aren't I? Andrew Jones for the Braves was a teenager, as was Mickey Mantle in 51 for the Yankees. Dave's saying, Dawn, we have to meet Colin in Montreal and go party. Yeah, dude, Montreal. September. I'm going to be there. Dave's saying Cadell Evans, 5 bike changes in the Alps at the Tour because of tax on the road. Dave's saying anyone who finished today is, yeah, dude, 278K all out through the fields of Belgium. Insane. So, yeah, 2 superstars together. Yeah, there's Remco still lurking. They know that Remco is going to be in full TT mode, and he is absolutely smashing. He is clawing his way back. I can see that race. That's not 8 seconds. I think it's about 4 seconds right now between Remco and the boys up front. That's what I think. We've got the Koppenberg coming right away. We've got another gravel section coming, dudes. Gravel cobbles, whatever that's going to be. Yeah, because it is cobbles at the Quermont at the beginning. So we got some more. Yeah, here he comes. Remco's coming back, guys. Mr. TT himself. Okay, Shigon. Yeah, dudes, I got it. Yeah, that was the Watts Apocalypse going up there. I got to catch up, guys. I'm so far behind. We have the Mount Rushmore of current cycling, of current classic cycling in front. That's right. Dudes, right now we're at 47 kilometers to go. They've currently been racing for 5 hours and 60 minutes. I've been so busy chatting here about random topics. I've fallen, looks like about 20 minutes behind in the chat. Mini truck makes me think of a van down by the river from 7-Eleven. Yeah, dude, it is. Yeah, so dude keeps asking me, does the heater work? So he's probably going to be using it outside when it's colder. I'm like, dude, just come buy the thing. Just show up with cash. Call JG Wentworth. 877 cash now. Dude, JG, get on me, man. Get on JG. Yeah, I can do a JG Wentworth commercial. Oh, does Colin have the correct Basque type hat for Basque country race? Dude, I know which hat you're talking about. I think I know which hat you're talking about. It's kind of like a sombrero, right? But not, I think. Going off the side roads now. They're cutting back onto the main road here. Main road, 2-lane road in Belgium. That's all it is. Man, I love this part of the world. I'd love to be here, and I'd love to cover some cycling here. They quickly turn onto a main road. They're on it for 100 meters. Let's turn you back off. Could they have made this road any harder for, I guess, the logistical type guys? Barriers set up everywhere, barricading, trying to keep them on track on the roads. Okay, we got someone asking about the cost of that rental property. I'll get back to you later, dude. We're busy with the cycling right now. Yeah, Colin's the adopted uncle. Yeah, he's slightly off. That's all we're going to say. Hey, what's with your uncle, dude? Yeah, he's slightly off. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's okay. He's harmless. I'm harmless, guys. I'm harmless over here. Yeah, Flocky saying Wout did dwarves to her. He will be cooked. Drew saying I'd move to Zandvoort, Netherlands. Dude, was there a Formula 1 there back in the day? Zandvoort. It sounds like that was. Bruges. Yeah, we could live in Bruges. Baseball is very good to me. What does that mean, X-Men? Very good to you. Are you sports betting? Yep, then there were 2 guys, so I'm so far back, dudes. I'm going to zip over some of the comments here because I have to. I'm so far back. Okay, dude. Okay, I think I caught up. Roger Clemens' debut was at 20, I think. Mark the Bird Fidrick was good as a rookie, but then, yes, his anxiety took over. Yeah, I saw that dude where he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this. I want to become a garbage man. He was so young, and he couldn't handle the pressure of the media on him every day. I think he took a few months off, brought him back, and then I think he had a pretty decent career. And the video I saw, he was always out there with fans. Man, the wind's just ripping here, dudes. Absolutely ripping here. Brutal. Where are we exactly here? We're on the Koppenberg, guys. 600 meters at 8.7%. Then we hit like another little climb here. Oh yeah, the Maria Boerstraat. Just lumps and bumps here, guys. Up these cobbles. Taddy alone, guys. Taddy alone. Matthew's just cracked a little bit. Over the top. Can Matthew... No, he's back. It was the camera giving me weird perceptive... weird look at them there, guys. It looked like Taddy had cracked Matthew there. It was just the way he was around the corner. Remco, you can see, is pedaling his absolute lowest gear here, trying to battle his way back. Mads is with Wout van Aert now. Riding that the Lidl Trek bike there. Looks like Taddy's grabbing a gel here. Matthew's right there with him, guys. Remco, head down, go. Climb starting again. Yeah, dude, it's just brutal. This race is Ali Fraser. Like, yeah, left-right combos here. Colin doing chat, sticky bottle. Yeah, dude, I had to. That's it, Dave. I had to do a chat sticky bottle, Dave. Dave, that is forever yours. I had to do a chat sticky bottle. I just looked and went, just rolled through them. Sorry, dudes. Huge tailwind. So fortunate here. Eddie, in what age do you like cycling? Yeah, guys, let Eddie know. Dude, I started, I remember being in high school. I was like that guy in Breaking Away. That kid that discovered cycling, and no one else I knew rode bikes. Not one person. And I started riding bikes. I remember every weekend riding out to Strathmore. It's a place east of Calgary. It was 80K round trip. I'm like, I don't even do that now. I would do it every weekend by myself. On basically the number 1 highway in Canada, the Trans-Canada Highway. Yeah, you could still do it now. I don't think it's that dangerous, but there's roads that are a lot more dangerous than that. Fresh breezes and echelons are cool to see. Ruben saying the dope squad is left. Ruben, how far are you from the race? I think you're more on the eastern side of Belgium, right? Which is probably 20 minutes away. That's my joke of the day, guys. Whoa, someone goes right off the road and gets trapped like in the little gutter between the barriers here. I'm not sure who that was. Who is that? Then comes to a virtual standstill here. Dudes, we're going to have a little look. I want to know who that was. 112 for Red Bull. Gianni Vermeesh. Yeah, he just didn't pay attention and got stuck between the barriers and the road and it came to a dead stop. Wow, Flanders Fields, guys. Flanders Fields, this is insane racing here, guys. Remco trying to come back. And, dude, these corners are sketchy. With the way Remco's riding and the winds and how narrow the roads are, you could easily blow off on a corner. You know, this is kind of my typical life maneuver. I blow off on a lot of corners, dudes. Drew, yes, Colin. It was momentarily seen in the film Grand Prix, 1966 maybe. Tulip Country, I visited Zandvoort 4 times, 2002 to 2006, 5. Yeah, Charles, exactly. Charles Todd Sullivan for Prez, 2028, dude. I thought Mathieu was going to drop on that last climb, but he's still right there. Dude, I thought he dropped. Just the way the camera's perspective, it was so steep, it seemed that Taddy was all by himself, but he was just around the corner. He was right there. Right now, Mathieu is just sitting on his wheel. Off his left shoulder. Remco maybe 30 meters back here, guys. What's Remco going to have left after this TT effort to get back on here? Insane. Dave, yeah. 84 Olympics. Alexei Greywall and Steve Bauer. Yeah, that was classic. Yeah, that's kind of where I started watching too, right around there. That would have been between grade 9 and grade 10 for me. And then all of a sudden, I went and got myself a road bike. And people are like, why are you riding a bike like that? It was more of a touring bike. It was a Miata 610. I still remember it. It was brown. Kind of brown, coppery. You can see chasers in the distance. 42 kilometers to go of all-out war coming up, guys. Remco's back. Remco is just lurking on the back now. Wonder how Taddy thinks about that. I don't think he's too worried. Actually, it's a little bit further. It's probably still 20 meters, and they're actually climbing uphill here. And I think we got a cobble section coming up again right away. Colin ready for the little 500 in Bloomington? Yeah, I think that's the bike racer on that track, right? That was the breakaway. Yeah, they did the track race. 500 laps. Aaron saying race organizers could not dream of a better situation. Actually, yeah, it's, from the helicopter, it looks more like 75, 80 meters here. 77? 69? Whatever. Ruben saying, I remember this part of the route on Ruby, brutal false flats. So Ruben lives about 1.5 to 2 hours away from here. So dudes, Rubowski here Ruben is my friend over on Ruby. That's where we met, rode bikes a lot together, still stay in touch. So Ruben, awesome to see you here, dude. Hope you're feeling well. Dude, love the pictures on Facebook, seeing you out there doing it. Hey, Ruben, why don't you mention here to everyone your climbing challenge that you're doing? I think Ruben's on. There's something you can do in Europe, guys, on the cobbles here now. So it is a cobble section here. I think Ruben's got a list of all the climbs over 2,000 meters. Is it 2,000 meters, Ruben? And he's like slowly checking them off. Or maybe it's 1,000 meters. I can't remember now. But there's a list. You can find that list and people try to go do the challenge and do all of them. It's a lot of big climbs anyways. Yeah, Remco's almost back. Aiden here. Hello from New Jersey. Thanks for the show. Dude, thanks for being here. How did you find the channel? Aiden, have you been here before? Yeah, it's Aiden M. 5416 from New Jersey. I think Dawn's from New Jersey, right, Dawn? Yeah, Dawn's from New Jersey. Dawn didn't get serious about cycling until about he was 18. I started with mountain biking, then switched to road biking with a bike club. Yeah, dude, I just started doing it myself. And then I found some of the dudes out riding. Hey, man, you can ride with us. Hey, man, you should get some cycling shoes. Because I was riding around like in sneakers with toe clips. Eddie's saying, silly question, where's the team car? Dude, you're not going to see team cars here for quite a while here. They're going to just have support neutral service motorbikes in between. They're just not present here. I think there's so many turns, it's so technical, and some places so narrow, maybe they can't even get them there. They might have to cut off on certain parts. Remco still trying to get back on here, dudes. Brutal riding here. Right there, dude. Okay. Dave saying September 84 bought from Simpson Sears. Nice. 12-speed wannabe race bike, $120. Okay, so Ruben Senior, all the coals above 2,000 meters, only paved, excluding dead end. Ruben, how many climbs on that list? So, guys, Ruben, do you have the name of the challenge? Is there a name for it, like all the 2000ers or Ruben's Death Ride or whatever you want to call it? Macho leading the way now, guys. Again, guys, they're changing direction. It seems like every 150 meters here. In, out of the wind, crosswind, headwind, tailwind, over and over and over. Two world champions together here, guys. Remco just lurking in the distance. And it looks like there's a couple more riders with Remco. I think I just saw that. Again, hard to tell. There's very few long straight sections where I can look back and see. Okay, Remco's by himself. Flags waving. Slow down, dude. Slow down. Dave, this is what you were talking about. Remco's going to be riding so hard to catch them, he's going to end up crashing. And he's lost some distance here now. Next climb is called the Tyenberg, 600 meters at 6.7%. So it's kind of... yeah, we're still a little ways away to the Quermont and the Paterberg again, guys. I need to refresh this because that distance is wrong now, isn't it? Yeah, we're 38.4 kilometers to go here. So Mads and Wout are riding together. Yeah, so we got two up front, single rider Remco, Mads and Wout van Aert together. Then we got Vermeesch, Sheffield, Stuyven, Laporte, and Trenton. 12 seconds back, we got a big schmozzle of riders, Mahoric, Graddock, De Wolf, Lamperti, Swift. These were all the dudes from earlier today. These are all the dudes that were out there all day long with that 5-minute lead. Mr. Graddock himself. Where's Jabeljants? Where is Jabeljants? Oh, unfortunate news here. Just as I mentioned his name 31 seconds ago, Jabeljants Sandbayar has abandoned the race, the Mongolian rider here. So, dude, I hope to see you again. Where will we see him next? We will see him at Schedelpries, which comes up in 3 days, guys. We will be covering that race too. Somehow we're going to do it. I think that's part of one of the Spring Classics races, so I have to get picks in for that as well. Okay, so far, Ruben's saying, so far I have not found others trying to do it. So, Ruben, you need to give it a name. Drew saying, 9 or 10 years old, we rode our banana bikes. Yes! On the border from Normandy Beach, New Jersey to Seaside Heights Amusement Park and back. I'd say it was 20 miles round trip, but might have been 10. Yeah, exactly, right? Depends how many times you stop to, like, throw rocks at things, stop, throw rocks, dig for frogs, tadpoles. I remember doing all that stuff. Dave saying, Mike, like, share, tell friends. Yeah, guys, just spread the word that I'm here, that I'm doing this. We'll get more people coming in again soon. Eddie's saying there will be a UCI Track World Cup in Malaysia at the end of the month. 46 country participants with world-class track cyclist riding here. Dude, I'll see if I can get any coverage here on Flow Bikes. I think they have it. Don saying he's only 10 miles from the MetLife Stadium. Dudes, yeah, so once I get everything going here again really smooth, I think I am going to try to book a trip maybe. Dude, I kind of like this idea of visiting all the Major League Baseball stadiums. I can see it's appealing. Toronto, right there. Seattle, right there. Colorado, I've been, but I'd go again. For sure I would. That's such an easy flight to Colorado. There will be Inside Cycling World meetups at every city I go to. By meetup, I mean one person might say, yeah, I'm going to meet you, Colin, then on show. And I'll sit there crying in my beer by myself. I'll be recruiting new Inside Cycling World members the entire time. Aiden was here from Milan San Remo, saving some money to join the channel. What do you mean saving some money? Just join. Just join us. You're here. You've already joined, dude. You're already here. Yeah, the team cars are way off the back. Okay, so Ruben's found 93 climbs in Europe that are over 2,000 meters in elevation. Wow. Aaron's cycling challenge. His cycling training started on my front lawn in Virginia with my neighbor's help. It was a Schwinn mongoose, 6 or 7 years old. Yeah, the mongoose. Yeah, I love it, dude. Like a BMX bike, right? Aiden's from Union County, about an hour, half an hour from LA. Dude, I'm serious, dude. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start going to these stadiums. Look, I don't know why I got my hands like this for some reason. Maybe it's like a rock thing. Going on trips to see concerts / baseball games / bike races / meet my friends / whatever else I get into. And yeah, dude, wherever I go, I'll let you guys know. And if you just happen to be in the area and happen to want to hang out, just let me know. I will meet up with everyone. Drew saying 1964 to 73 in New Vernon, south of Morristown, and uphill from the Great Swamp, about half a kilometer. I think that's where he lived. Ruben saying not really, no name for it. I made a challenge for myself. Ruben, I remember you sending me the list. I remember you sending it to me. After I found this online, I named it the Eurocall plus 2000 challenge. So guys, Ruben has like a really nice camper van. Looks like a Sprinter type van, I believe. I'll just call it a Sprinter type, you know, high roof. And he travels around in it and camps down, takes his doggy with him. I forget the name of his dog right now. It's like an Australian Shepherd, cattle dog, whatever you want to call it. And here's Group 4 chasing Vermeesh Mahoric, De Wolf, the other Vermeesh, Tim Van Dyke, Stuyven, and Christophe Laporte. Dude, 11 seconds between Remco and the boys up front. Machu and Taddy all the way, guys. So Taddy's going to have to just put it all together on the Quermont and the Paterberg and try to drop Mathieu van der Poel here. Colnago versus Canyon. Yeah, that camera was so deceptive. It was on the Paterberg that it looked like he dropped him. Showing some nice replays here. Yeah, pretty weird too seeing in Belgium here. I think they did this after the war. I think they said when they made those concrete block roads where they would just pour concrete and drop them in place. So they have those really bad bump, bump every 2 seconds as you're driving them, where there's that connection point between them. Even worse when they connect them double wide. There's that little trench right down the middle of the road. Aaron's saying here, Remco in full no man's land hell. Yeah, totally. He can't get back on. He's losing more time now. So, World TT champion could not TT his way back on to the two boys up front. Poggy and Mr. Mathieu van der Poel. Mads Pedersen, Wout van Aert. Dudes, let's go to Tour Tracker Live. I'll try to give you some perspective here as to where they are on course. Here's our groups, guys. The Peloton's 3 minutes back. So we got 11 rider chase group. 2 riders here. This will be Evenepoel. So this is Wout and Mads here. I'm on the bottom of the screen, dudes. I'm on the bottom of the screen. That's good. We've got Mads and Wout van Aert here. This group. We got Remco riding solo. We got Poggy and Mathieu van der Poel up here by themselves. Did I pick him? I'm not sure if I did. Scattered about here, guys. Which way will they be going next? I'm assuming they're coming back this way. Yeah, they got to come back this way again because they got to take on the Haute Quermont again and the Paterberg. So they're going to quickly come down here, head to the west again, follow this route. They're going to go through the Hautand, let's just call it that, the Kreisberg, Hautand, before the Haute Quermont. We'll bounce back again here, dudes. Pretty exciting racing here. I love this. Dude, this is the kind of race we were expecting. This is it right here. This is what I was hoping for. 5K to the foot of the Kreisberg Hautand, 2.6 kilometers at 4.2. I don't think Poggy's going there. I don't think he's going there. He will be going after that point. Yeah, Remco's faded now. He tried. He was within 4 seconds at one point, I think. Now he's faded back to 15 seconds back. Dave saying being alone in a bike race is either heaven or hell. Heaven is a very lonely place, apparently. Don saying, I spent the first season with my bike club suffering on the road with a mountain bike. Then I picked up a road bike and left the guys in the dust. Fun times. I miss riding with the boys. Yeah, dude, I'm going to get outside and do a lot more riding outside this year. I've got a great road bike. It's just parked. Just sits. I just use my CX bike for training inside. Yeah, exactly. Drew's like, wait for me. Wait, that's what Remco's saying. Wait for me. This is so unfair. My AC wasn't working last night. Yeah. Eddie's saying that Jabeljans will be in the Tour de Langkawi this year. Don't worry, Colin. He will be more involved in that race. 37 kilometers. We're down to 33 kilometers to go here now. I'm a little bit behind still, guys. Let's get caught right up. 32.4 kilometers to go. Wow, it is so close. Like, dude, they're right there. They're right there. When Remco comes around this corner, he will see them right ahead of him. 100 meters ahead. How is that 15 seconds? Do you think that's really 15 seconds? There's only, it says there's 130 meter separation between Remco, Poggi, and Mathieu at the front. And Poggi keeps looking back the whole time. Can Remco actually do something spectacular here? Get back on and put in some kind of crazy attack? I don't think so. Poggi's doing a lot of the work up front here. He's a beast. He's a savage. Love it. Dave's saying, Dawn, I rode a Gary Fisher Marlin for my first season as a club member. Scared many members who thought they were fast. LMF 25, Whitley Bay, Remco trying to hang on like a win it. Yeah, he is hanging on. Now it's saying 11 seconds here. And he can see them. 15 seconds on Pro Cycling Stats. Yeah, right now, guys, you can see the DNFs here. All the riders. Verenskol, Welsford, Dion Smith, Jabeljans. Let's look. Frederick Frisson, who was in the break earlier. Jared Drisners. Dylan Corkery, Fabio Vandenbosch. Clement Alenio, Cyril Barth. 15 riders have already abandoned, and there'll probably be more. It's just the way it is at these kinds of races. Once you're that far back, like look at, guys, they're not even giving a time for the peloton right now. Probably 3.5 minutes plus back. Average speed still at 43.8 kilometers an hour. Poggi having a little look back here, kind of, hey, come on, Mathieu, give me a bit of a hand up here. We got number 1, Poggi, and number 11, Mathieu van der Poel, riding together here. Okay, Drew saying the boardwalk had payphones every few hundred meters. We took... I like this. They took a colander with them, one of those little strainer things with us. Crawled in the sand underneath the pones and would sift the sand for lost coins. Usually good for a couple of bucks per day. Yeah, gold panning back in the day, right? Looking for dimes. Hailstones, wind and rain. What a terrible Easter Sunday. Dude, I woke up to just a slight skiff of snow. Dudes, let's do this quickly. Let's do the Didsbury, Alberta weather here live. Yeah, it says snow right now. It's only -1 Celsius. We've had so much snow late in this year, guys. It's been insane, and I think we got more forecast. Yeah, ads. I love the ads. Ads. So you can see here today, scattered flurries. Not getting that warm today. 5 degrees Celsius tomorrow. Thong weather. Windy though. Might get some windburn on the buttocks. Then we got a bit of wet snow on Wednesday, it looks like. Sorry, that's Tuesday. Wednesday, barely warm. Thursday, barely warm. 10 degrees Friday. Bring it on. Sun tanning that day. Banana boat number 2 for your deep tanning. Swoosh saying Bora Hansgrohe needs this $10 million win. One man's terrible could be a farmer's blessing. Dude, exactly. The farmers here are loving it. The farmers are loving it. Every so often, every 3-4 days, we're getting like 10, 12 centimeters of snow. It slowly melts as it warms up. It's all going into the ground. It's not running off. The ground's already thawed, so it wants to go in the ground instead of just running off like into a creek system and it's gone. So I think it's going to be super green this year, which is great for the acreage too. Ruben saying he hopes to tick off the Pyrenees in June. There's 5 of them there to do. Oh, a Suntour equipped Centurion. Dude, I remember Suntour. I remember Suntour. The other big Japanese group set maker at the time. LMF saying no podium place for the Belgian Squirrel. Just going to catch up, guys. Yeah, Dave's saying classic riders look at Flanders and think, at least it's not Roubaix. Dude, Roubaix is coming up, is it next weekend? I think Roubaix is next weekend. I think it's April 12th. Am I right? I think Roubaix is next weekend. Aaron saying, yep, Mongoose was a BMX-style bike. First road bike was a 2001 era 5100 Trek carbon fiber with the Ultegra group set. Still have it. Starting to feel like a relic. Dude, still a bike that you can ride, right? Drew saying, cool, I enjoyed watching or volunteering for the Red Zinger races in Denver, then Boulder, then Vail. Dave's saying, isn't there a documentary called Blood, Sweat, and Years? Dude, I'll have to look that up today. Dudes, whilst we're here quickly, we still have 31 kilometers to go. We've got Poggy and Vanderpool up the front. Now saying 21 seconds back to Remco. Really? Yeah, I can't. I might be able to see those riders. Climbing again here, guys. Aude Queremont's coming right away, dudes. It's coming right now. Yeah, we're getting very close to it, and that's where it's really going to take off. Dudes, whilst we still have time here, let's take a look at next week. Remember, the women are riding too right now. 4 riders up front, 242 back to the peloton, and they are taking on the Wolvenberg, the Molenberg, the Elkenberg, the Koppenberg, all the same climbs, the Queremont and the Paterberg at the very end. But we're looking at next week. So next World Tour race. So guys, I kind of look at any of the races, then I look at the World Tour races. So you can see here, next race is starting tomorrow. We got the Itzulia Basque Country race. It is a World Tour race. There's Paris-Roubaix on April 12th. Here's the Amstel Gold race on the 19th. Flèche-Wallonne only 3 days later. Liège-Bastogne-Liège. Then we start getting into late April, May, guys. And the Giro d'Italia is right around the corner. May 8th, dudes. We're like a month out to the Giro. Who wants to watch that every day with me? I will watch every second of that race, guys. No more of this 2 to 3 hour videos. We're going to go deep. We're diving deep into the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance and training excellence. And we will watch every second of it. Because then I just leave after that and I go do my day. That's the beauty of these morning races for me. Let's look at the Basque Country race, dudes. Just the start list here. Soudal Quickstep. We got Landa, Maury van Sevenent, Ilan van Wilder there, Ethan Hayter, Astana, Fortunato, Tejeda, Christian Scaroni, UAE, Isaac's going there, guys. We got Isaac Del Toro, Brandon McNulty, Gross Schartner, Novak, Soler, come on. Come on. Lidl Trek, Ayuso's back, Skelmos, Julian Bernard, Bauke Mollema. Still watching I'm watching this race very closely too, guys. You can see the eyes. Primos is going to be there. Lipowitz, Mosconi. Dudes, this is a banger race right here coming up. Let's see if we can see the stages quickly. Stage 2 looks like a tough one. Oh, yeah. 3,200 meters of climbing. Take a look at the profile here quickly. Try to do this quick, guys. Category 2, 3, Category 3. Category 1 right at the end with a bomb to the finish and another uphill climb at the end. 1.2 kilometers at 7.4%. That's a tough stage right there. That's a tough one. Oh, yeah. Guys, jump in on this one, too. Stage 5, 4,000 meters of climbing. Oh, my. Oh, my. Look at this guy. Just climbing and climbing and climbing. Yeah, dude, this is truly the Basque Country here. Up on the north side of Spain in the Cantabrian Mountains. That is correct. The Cantabrians. Look it up. Dude, let's get back to the race. Ron van Vlaanderen. Now it's saying 31 seconds back to Remco. It's a further 30 seconds plus back to Mads Pedersen and Wout. Another minute back to a chase group of 8 riders. Let's call it the Mahoric Laporte group. The peloton, nowhere to be seen. They're probably mostly just jumping back into the team cars. Fastest editions of the Ron van Vlaanderen. Fastest so far was in 2025 when Poggy won it. Second fastest was the year before when Mathieu won it. Third fastest was the year before that, when Poggy won it. And right now, 2026 edition looks like it's sitting as the 4th fastest ever at 43.77 kilometers an hour. Should get a little bit more speed at the end here. Here is the head-to-head results between Poggy and Mathieu van der Poel. So last year, Poggy finished first, Mathieu finished third. 2024, Mathieu won, Poggy wasn't here. 2023, Poggy won it, Mathieu got second. 2022, Poggy got fourth, Mathieu got first. Poggy wasn't here in 2021. Mathieu got second that year, and also Van der Poel got first in 2020. Poggy wasn't at the 2019, 20, or 21 editions of the race. So that's why some of the results are that way. And 26 kilometers to go, guys. We've been almost racing for 5 hours and 48 minutes. Everyone's gelling up now. The boys at the front getting their gels. Better roads here now. Remco on the same roadway surface here. Maybe he can pick up a bit of speed, but 24 seconds down. So it says he's brought back a bit of time. It was at 31 seconds there for a little bit. Eddie's saying if Taddy joins cyclocross, will he be champion in that category? I don't think so. 15 seconds of uphill, 3 seconds of downhill. Yeah, so it's just that little bit of accordion effect going on. Yeah, exactly, Dave. In these races, once you're out the back door, you save your energy and skin by retiring. Yeah. Dude, I'd love to know if anyone racing here is racing at Basque Country. We've seen some crazy things like that before. I think it was after Milan-San Remo, one of the riders, I think it was for Alpecin Premier Tech, he raced Catalonia, which started the very next day. I think it was Catalonia, wasn't it? Maybe it was Trainer Adriatico. I can't remember now. I've lost track of that. But we did talk about that. Okay, catching up. Light speed, I had one. Movers destroyed it. I remember the light speeds. Drew saying, sweet, my oldest continual bike is my 1997 Eno Lord Mega Columbus teardrop frame. Have a 1974 Elan gold aluminum bike set up as a 1-speed. So it sounds like Drew's got quite the bikes collection. Ziosex is saying, I got a 2001 light speed, put 25,000 miles on that beast. Dave had a Suntour Spec Kui Titan that had a great two-tone purple and brown. Dude, I think probably the coolest bike that I ever owned, I owned a Zeus track bike back in the day. I started on the road myself, just riding, and then I went track racing for a couple years, maybe 3 seasons of it, so 2 years. I bought a Zeus track bike, and it was a cool one at the time. I should have kept it because I think it's really collectible now. It was a bronze coppery color. And yeah, they don't really have much in the way of group sets because no gears, except one. But it was a Zeus. I guess at one point, Zeus, Spanish company, made their own group set. And you could get, I think there was a Campy one or a Zeus one. And the Zeus one's really collectible now. Mine was a Zeus. Had full Zeus group set on it. Yep, Paris-Roubaix is April 12th, Saturday. Are we? Yeah, dude, we're definitely doing it, Dawn. We're doing it. We're back on now. There's no missing races. There's no Colin sitting around staring at the universe. Aaron's saying, is it Saturday, not Sunday? Yeah, what is it, guys? So is it the 5th? Yeah, it's the 5th. So it'll be next Sunday. Yeah, I think Paris-Roubaix is always a Sunday. Ziosex is going to be here for the full Giro. Dude, I'm doing it. This is how we started last year at the Tour de France. And guys, I've said it so many times lately. I kind of like to go back. I never used to watch my videos ever. Yeah, okay. And I do like to go back and look at them now and think, man, what was I doing? Like, it's kind of funny now when I look back. Like, when I did that first Tour de France video, I was like, yeah, so let's see what we're looking at. And now I just wing it. Wing it, guys. Sometimes fake it till you make it is really true in life. If you don't know it, just admit you don't know it. This is going to be like my baseball coverage. which I think could be starting tomorrow, guys. It all depends on the baseball schedule. I've lost flow bike coverage here. It's gone black for now. So we're waiting for it to come back here. Yeah, Dave, Ayuso is going to be slightly motivated to do well. Yeah, he needs something this year. 23 kilometers to go here now, guys. 21 seconds back to Remco. It's saying a further, it's 107 back to Group 3 on the road, which is the Pedersen Wout van Aert group. So at this point here, top 5 are pretty much decided. Because it's a further minute back to a chasing group of 8 riders. Funny though, like Remco is on the same road as you do. He can see them up ahead. Here's the same dude with a dinosaur costume. Yeah, there's that guy. Drew, my Eno was 2,700 Swiss francs. Eric Lauder Ex Domestique for Mercs. Wow, about 2,100 bucks. Dude, I've seen some really, really cool old bikes. I know I pasted them on Facebook and maybe my Discord. Like, I forget whose bikes they were, but they still look good 20 years later, the pros bikes. SR71 Blackbird stage, is that one? What am I missing out on here? I'm not sure what Don's saying. Hills reveal the best riders. Yep. Remco's ego is winning, so he's losing time. Yeah, dude, they're on the... Yeah, so Remco came down. Here comes Mads. Here comes Wout van Aert right now, riding a Cervelo S5. Love these bikes. Would I ever buy another bike? I don't know if I'd even buy another bike right now. I want to ride my Look TT bike more this year. Dude, it's deadly fast. Even though it's probably... I bet you that frame set's probably 15 or 16 years old. All Dura Ace on it. I think the front derailleur might be Ultegra. The front derailleur. But yeah, I bought it from a dude up in Edmonton. I went up there. And he goes, dude, I set it up. I used it one time and that's it. I'm like, beauty. Beauty, eh? The ego and the id of Remco will be a good documentary series. Charles Todd saying, saw Matthew Van Der Poel's team car next to him. Not sure where you... Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on that. Where are the team cars right now? They might have squiggled a couple through. The roads are wider here. I bet you the team cars are like begging to be let through. Dudes... It's going to go off here soon. 24.2 Ks to go. This is where we're at. We hit the old Quaremont. The start of it is around about kilometer 19 to the finish. Turning off onto some slightly smaller roads here now. Tons of fans out here. The Belgians love their cycling. Remco's coming up to that exact same corner now. He's still desperately trying to get back on. He's hoping maybe they do a little dilly-dally, a little curvy swervy, a little looking at each other, and that will give him the opportunity to get on. But it's 20 seconds now. Fans running back and forward across the road. Let's be careful here, dudes. Let's be careful. Don saying there was a member of my old bike club who would kill it on the flats, but walk his bike up the hills. His nickname was Flatlander. I think that was Remco's nickname. Dave saying in the 60s, some rode 2 races in the same day. Yeah, different era. So motorbikes here, there is a neutral service Shimano blue motorbike here, probably with bottles, and look, yeah, they got wheels on the back of that thing just in case. If you puncture now, race is over. There's no team cars nearby. None I'm seeing at the moment. Just motorbikes nearby. Yeah, so many fans here. Road furniture, road surfaces changing all the time. The lane distances coming down to virtually nothing. How do cars drive down this road? How? Like a truck here in North America would have trouble going down this road. Oh, Aaron saying 2 Tour de France stages in the same day was crazy, but I would like to see it again. That along with some 60K individual time trials. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Because we know Remco can't climb like Poggy, but we also know Poggy can't time trial like Remco. Remco never gets the opportunity to shine at his, preferred discipline. He can see them again. I can see them right here. They're right there. It's so close yet so far. Yeah, I think like a 60K flat time trial, I think Poggy would be like, ooh. he would have to bank so much time in the mountains because he would lose so much, or vice versa. They could run that race so many different ways. You know, put a bunch of climbing up front and put like an 80K individual time trial last stage. Now that would be a way to finish the Tour de France. Poggy desperately trying to build time for hopefully Remco to give him a challenge at the very end. Paterberg, guys, 5 kilometers to the Paterberg, but we haven't even got to the Haute Quermont yet. We're not even there. We should be getting to it right away. Yeah, we're on it now. We are on it now. It's going to get narrow here pretty quick. It's going to get steeper. Paterberg is a lot steeper though. Matthew sitting on Poggy's wheel. Poggy having a little look back there, then gets out of the saddle and puts in an attack. He's putting in a bit of a move now. Not a full-blown attack, just wants to get out of the saddle, stretch his legs, see what Matthew's got left. We are in an 8% segment right now. It's 1,500 meters long. Onto the cobbles. Poggy's going right away, guys. Poggy's launching now, and Matthew is fading already. Matthew starts to fade. Come on, Matthew. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Diesel it up. Diesel it up. I think there the damage has been stopped for now. If Matthew can just limit the damage here, we're going to see... Yeah, Matthew's grinding it now. But Poggy instantly has a 10-meter lead. Wow, that happened. So soon as they hit the cobbles, it went. That could be the race-deciding move right there. It's opening up again, guys. Matthew limited the damage. Poggy knows he's going now. Poggy has to go all the way now. Just pushed everything in. It's all pushed in, guys. Yep. All in. Flares going off everywhere. We got yellow. We got a red flare. Flare descriptions here. Premium content, as Aaron likes to call it. Wow, dudes. You should see the people here coming up through on the cobbles of the Haute Quermont. Holy crap. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Man, it is so windy here. This reminds me of the southern prairies in Canada. This is the kind of winds we get here when you're out biking. Matthew gritting his teeth. I think Matthew is just keeping Poggy in sight here. And he's going to have to do something really special to get back on Poggy's wheel over the top. Remember, at the top of the Haute Quermont, it kind of levels off and kicks up one more time. We descend down. Then we take on the Paterberg, which hits a max gradient of 21%. Got to catch up. Okay, we were talking about Jordy Moose for some reason. I missed that. Yeah, Sunday is hell. Paris-Roubaix. Flocky saying Paul Saya 2-1 favorite for Basque Country. Del Toro 5-2. Really? Okay. Travels with Tony. Hey Colin, good to be back in the fold watching. Tony, thanks for being here, dude. Poggy just pulled away from Mathieu van der Poel. We have 17 kilometers to go. He did it as soon as we hit the cobbled section on the Haute Quermont. Trying to see what the actual gap is here now, dudes. They're saying it's 5 seconds to Mathieu van der Poel. Yeah, very well could be that. That's a pretty big gap. Looks like it's about 100 meters anyways. Yeah, this is crazy. Mathieu van der Poel. Ooh, yeah, dude. Here's where it kicks again. Here it is. Here's that second little kick up to Haute Quermont. We've passed through Haute Quermont, but there's another kick after it. Then there's a bit of a descent. Can Mathieu recover there? Remember, Mathieu van der Poel has 3 wins here. Poggy has 2. This will tie them. That's the most wins ever at this race. Poggy's looking back. He's gritting his teeth and sees Mathieu right there. Mathieu just has to grind out the big wattage here, not let any more damage occur. They should be both over the top now. Yep. They're now descending down the backside onto the main roads here. Mathieu coming off the cobbles onto the asphalt here. We'll see Poggy directly ahead of him. Now they're saying 6 seconds gap. Dudes, let's go to Tour Tracker Live. Maybe I can figure out where we're at. Okay, so that was the Paterberg there. And I don't... Okay, that's old. It hasn't been updated. There's something here. They haven't updated this enough. Live. Let's get back to this here now. Because we've already been over the Paterberg. Sorry, we haven't. We've been over the Haute Quermont. Sorry, guys. Let me get back here. We're coming up to the Paterberg still. Yeah, we got a bit of traveling to do. Okay, now let me get back to Tour Tracker here. Wout's riding by himself too. So we got Poggy, 6 seconds back to Mathieu van der Poel, 49 seconds back to Evenepoel. Then it looks like it's going to be Wout. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, Wout's at 120. It's saying Mads Pedersen at 125. 2.5 minutes back to Vermeer. Our top 5 are determined right now, guys. Poggy having some good look backs here. Trying to see what he can do to Van der Poel. Here we are, guys. Poggy. They're going to take a left-hand bend, turn, and they're going to head their way up to the Paterberg here. If you look at the top right-hand corner of the screen, here's going to be a left-hand bend. They're going to start working up their fields. The climb really starts here. That's the climb. It's only 400 meters long. They get to the top, take a left-hand bend, and then it's downhill, flat finish. Insanity. Here they are, guys. They've taken that left-hand bend now. So they've taken the left-hand bend, and they should be, yeah, they're actually working their way downhill still here. Flattish downhill. There we are. I'm going to keep it on that one there, guys. I think for now. Catch up with the chat here. Yeah, the Quaremont's the one, guys. That's where... So the Quaremont is where Poggy was able to crack Mathieu a little bit. I think Mathieu... Well, it's saying 12 seconds now. So, yeah. Poggy's pulling away, guys. This will put him on 3 wins. The road looks a little damp here, yeah. Where Wout van Aert's riding, the road is still damp from the earlier rains. Remember, it did pour earlier. People doing the wave as he's going through. People cheering him on. Don's got a bowling tournament coming up. Watching the race from the bowling alley. Yeah, Don's tuning in from the bowling alley. So, Don, we need to have full... Dude, you need to get them to show my channel of the Paris-Roubaix at the bowling alley on one of the side screens. Just say, guys, we just need it on a side screen over there. You got to watch this. Oh, Charles, I missed that, Charles. Charles was saying that there was a photographer too far into the road, almost made Remco crash. Poggy doing a little back stretch here. He's feeling good. Stretching out the back here. 14 kilometers to go. Back onto the cobbles again of... He should be on the Paterberg now. Yep, here it is right here, guys. So he just took that hard bend there. This is delayed. He will be on the Paterberg section here right now, the red. From what I'm seeing on screen, it's a bit delayed. No, sorry, vice versa. This is delayed here on Tour Tracker. We need a refresh. Says he's 13. There we go. Refreshing now. He's already probably working his way up it. You can just see Mathieu in the distance here on the same segment of cobbles. Poggy rocking and rolling here, guys. 4-time Tour de France champion having to absolutely battle his bike up this climb. I did this climb on Zwift. I didn't have to feel the cobbles. Yeah, it's a tough little leg snapper, that's for sure. And think these guys have already got 265 kilometers in their legs right now. Wind screaming over their right shoulder. Yeah, this is not easy for Poggy either at this point. He is absolutely mouth open, gritting his teeth. Getting to the top here, he takes a left-hand bend and he'll be on the run. Running for the border. Mathieu looking just as strong right now. Just that gap opened up on the Quaremont and he couldn't bring it back. Yeah, when you see Mathieu gritting his teeth like this, this is tough. Super tough climbing here. Remco on the climb now too. And they'll be going there. I'll stick here for now, guys. Dave saying on the finishing loop, team cars get a small window. Look at the crowd's insane here, guys. Scott saying, I'd love to see that kind of TT calling. Yeah, dude, let's make the races more balanced. Like, they're not balanced right now. Like, if you're a TT specialist, it means nothing. We have sprint stages that sprinters will dominate. We're not going to see Poggy win like on the old days at the Champs-Élysées, right? This is just not going to happen. Or on a dedicated sprint stage. It's not designed for them. We don't really have a dedicated time trial stage because 22, 23 kilometers time trial is not really the thing. It needs to be longer. That could really make the race more competitive. That's what we all want to see. Whether you want Poggy to win or Remco to win or whoever to win, I want to see the gap be less than 4 minutes between first and second. Like, make it so that, okay, if we put it right here, like, think about it. Poggy's going to gain all this time on the climbs, but Remco's going to know, oh, on stage 19, there's a 60K time trial. I might pull back 3 or 4 minutes on that time trial. Then he won't quit on stage whatever it was at the Tourmalet like he did last year, because he knows I've got a chance later in the race. I've just got to suffer and get beat up by Poggy all the way, and then I get my counterattack. Watching Mads Pedersen finishing up the Paterberg here. Mads looking really good. Mads crashed out, when was it, earlier in the year? Remember, he crashed out on stage 1, broke some bones in his hand, I think, and I think it said his shoulder blade. Yeah, I'm way behind here, guys. I'm way behind. No slip till Brooklyn. And Taddy's riding away. Dude, how many points is this exactly? Yeah, that's a good question here, dude. What I can do, we can look at Mathieu van der Poel. We can look at Mathieu's results. Sorry, we can look at Poggy's results from last year. Looks like this just stalled out maybe a little bit. Home. Ron van Vleuten. So Poggy won it last year, dude. So we're going to look at Poggy. And we'll look at his 2025 results. And what we do is right here, Van Vleuten. It's 800 points, dude. 800 UCI points. Wow. That's insane. Strade Bianche is only 400, which he won last year as well. So this is double the points of Strade Bianche. 800 points. Paris-Roubaix is probably 800 points as well. He got 640 last year for finishing second. Amstel Gold Race, he got 400 for finish second. And La Flèche La Wallonne, 400 points. Liège-Bastogne-Liège, 800. It's one of the 5 Spring Classics, right? So what do we got? Spring Classics. Milan-San Remo? Is it? Yeah, it's a classic. I guess Ron van Vlaanderen, Paris-Roubaix, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, Ile-Lombardia at the end of the year, and I think Milan-San Remo is one of them too. I think, but the points don't look right to me. Oh no, they are. They would be. He got 3rd last year, so only gets 520. So yeah, big points coming up today. Big points coming up for Paris-Roubaix available. And then Liège, Bastogne-Liège at the end of the month. That's April 27th. Dudes, we have so many huge one-day races coming up. And then, then it just gets even nuttier in May for racing. So at this point here, guys, Taddy has a 16-second lead over Mathieu van der Poel. We're on the flat finishing stage here now. Remco still doing his lonely battle by himself. Disappointing day for Remco Evenepoel. He is just not a climber. I mean, and having said that, he's going to finish 3rd. Like, I hate beating guys up when they're that good because he's making everyone else back here look terrible, right? And these are all superstar athletes. He doesn't have that Poggy type climbing. He doesn't have Mathieu van der Poel type climbing. But he's got a time trial like no one else. And he's not given the opportunity to showcase it. Yeah, dude, like Poggy was grimacing there. Yeah, that was super tough, that Quermont Paterberg double-double at the end there. Dave's asking, has a rider ever been drug tested while riding? They do have a medical card. I don't think whilst they're riding. Yeah, Mathieu says 16 seconds you're back. Now Scott was calling it out at 12 seconds. Dave's saying a fast dissipating stimulant administered during the race would be hard to detect. I think it was Steven Cycles who sent me a quick little video of a rider, like it would have been circa late 80s, early 90s at an American race. I think it might have been, I want to say Coors Classic or something, jabbing himself with a pen in his thigh. And they were talking about the mobile traveling pharmacy. That was the comments at the time. I'm like, what was he injecting himself with? Like painkillers? I don't know. Go bowlers! Yes, bowlers! Is that what we call us? Bowlers? So Dawn's going to be watching the Paris-Roubaix live coverage from the bowling alley. As long as you have the clear bowling ball with the rose in the middle. Yeah, the dusty rose. That's what I want. Yeah, Tony saying cobbles are brutal uphill. Feels like getting punched each bump on down is worth teeth chattering. Yeah, great to see the world champion, the rainbow jersey, validated every race. As Flocky says, race over. Poggy going for a Monument Grand Slam this year. Yeah, dude, so this is going to give him 3 wins for Poggy, which ties Mathieu van der Poel. So they're both going to be tied on 3 wins at Ron van Vlaanderen. Overall, Mathieu van der Poel probably has a better race. Palmar is here because he's raced it more often than Taddy, but that's okay. They both got 3 wins now. Remco will be picking up 3rd place. Wout 4th. Mads might be able to contest for 4th or 5th with Wout here. They're only separated, it says, by 9 seconds. Don't know how true that is. I'm going to come back to Tour Tracker for a second here, and you're going to see the finish line coming up here, guys. This is them making their way in. Poggy, Mathieu van der Poel, Evenepoel, and here's Wout and Mads within 10 seconds of each other. There's a chase of 8 riders coming up behind them there. That could be interesting. They're about 25 seconds back, and they still have 7 kilometers to go at that point. Poggy doing his solo victory ride here. Imagine a mechanical right now. Just imagine a mechanical right now. Kind of weird. I'm seeing a slower rider here on this side of the road. Who was that? I don't know if that was like just a random rider on course. Yeah, because whoever went past him, I think that was Poggy went by, was like twice their speed going by. Okay, that's where it's at. Competitors with in Ron van Vlaanderen with most solo wins. Poggy has the most solo wins at 52. Remco at 38. This is all of their solo wins, right? Obviously not here. Kind of weird stats show. It's only 190 meters between Poggy and Van der Poel. 1 puncture could change that race. This is where you're like, please don't, please don't, please don't. I'll ride on a flat tire as far as I can. Yeah, I think there is a team time trial at the Tour de France this year. It's better than nothing. Yeah, I agree. I think there should be a team time trial, and there should be at least 1 individual time trial, possibly even 2. I'd like to see a long one and a shorter one. That's what I would like to see. Otherwise, the race is always favored to good climbers. Yeah, it's the same every year. Yeah, this one's over and done. Yeah, it means Poggy and MVDP will be tied with 3 each. Yeah, 280K. Never ridden my bike 280Ks, guys. Never ridden my bike 280Ks. I don't want to. We're at 6 hours and 14 minutes now. It's saying with 7K to go. I've got 5.4 over here. Okay, now it's 4.9 over here. Ooh, look at this, guys. There's going to be a good finish between Mads and Wout. That's going to be the highlight of the day for me, I think, besides all the other action. I think those two are going to be sprinting at the finish. We're going to see a Wout van Aert, and I hope the cameras catch that. Poggy just going under the 5-kilometer barrier here right now on Flow Bikes. And I am confirming that's as live as I can get. Pro Cycling Stats says they're 200 meters ahead of us. Yeah, Scott saying San Remo is also a monument. Yeah, that's what I meant. Monument, guys. I say classic and monument interchangeably. I know it's wrong. There's 5 monuments. So San Remo, Ron van Vlaanderen, Paris-Roubaix, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, and Il Lombardia, which is not until October. The fall of the race of the falling leaves. Travels with Tony saying I deal with a lot of cobbles in and around Vienna when I lived there. Small, tight ones on the edge of town. Big, chunky ones in the city. LMF saying there's been a crash in the ladies' race. Zeosak saying, for someone so aero, Remco sure does move around a lot on the bike. Scott saying, I don't know what this is. Seriously, imagine a car pulling up to Poggy, asking him to whip it out while still pedaling. What is this for the random drug test? Eddie's asking, is Remco only good in time trial and struggle in long type races when Taddy and Jonas race them? I think it's just that in those in the Grand Tours, it's all the climbing. There's so much climbing which favors Jonas and Taddy. It's not Remco's best attribute, his best skill set, and there's no long time trials. Not one long time trial at the Grand Tours. So The races don't favor the time trialists like they did years ago. Miguel Indurain won Tour de France's without winning basically one road race. He won just the time trials. So he won 5 Tour de France's. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, guys. He won 5 Tour de France's when they had long time trials of like 70 and 80 kilometer individual time trials. I think the longest I ever saw was over 100. I think it was 112 kilometers way back when. And Miguel Indurain did not win one road race. He won time trials, not one road race in any of his 5 Tour de France wins. So what does that tell you? That would be a great name for a cycling team, the Bowlers. Don's got a Three Stooges spare ball. Yeah, outside of a puncture, guys, this race is over. Now it's got Mathieu back at 44 seconds. So here comes a monument win for Poggi, 800 UCI points. I think Van der Poel will get 640. I think Evenepoel gets 520 for this one, for third. And the gap between Wout and Mads has completely changed now. There's an 18-second gap there. What happened? They were at 3 seconds for a while there. I was getting excited about that. 18-second gap now between them. Let's go over to Tour Tracker again. Here, guys, you can see the finish line coming up here real quick. That's where we're heading into. I wish I could make that map better for you. I wish I could zoom that map right out. We can do that on Bike Terra. So Bike Terra, we need some of these races. You know what? I'm going to reach out to Matt this week and say, dude, we need Paris-Roubaix. We got to have Paris-Roubaix. Travel saying Remco's podium still in doubt with them pushing. Pagokart? Yeah. Was this the race in 2025 when that criminal threw a bottle at Mathieu? Dude, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I'm not sure. It was definitely a spring race. Yeah, that's the thing. Remco he's an incredible climber when you think about it, but terrible when you compare it to Jonas and Taddy. That's the difference. I think, dude, like the reality is every single cyclist here, like every dude here, would destroy all of us on the bike. Stan de Wolf would eat us all alive. Let's take a look at Stan de Wolf. We didn't look at him, someone asked. This guy would eat us all alive on climbs. Destroy us, every single person in this chat right now. But compared to the world's best climbers, he's not that good. That's just the reality of it. Final kilometer here now for Mr. Pogacar. He's going to finish in probably around 6 hours, 19 minutes and change, maybe 20. Mathieu van der Poel rolling along nicely here. Just did not have it on that last climb up the Haute Quermont. As soon as we hit the cobbles, you could see Poggi accelerating, and I thought Mathieu had it. He did stop the damage for a little while, and then it opened up. Yeah, Aiden, right here. I never thought I would compare a rider to Eddie Merckx realistically, but I'm starting to rethink that. Yeah, me too, dude. Me too. Zeosex, 361 kilometers. Wow, my longest ride in distance, but not time. Wow, dude. That's long. Mads and Wout racing for the wooden medal, and it looks like Wout pulled something out on Mads there, because it was like 3 or 4 seconds. Poggi cheering the finish line here. They got the drone out for this one. Sits up. Everyone cheering him. Doing one of these. Patting his head. Yes, dude, let's go. Couple of fist pumps in the air. I love it, dude. Absolutely fantastic. One of these, yes. The Superman punch at the sky. 3 monuments here at the Ronde van Vlaanderen. Mathieu van der Poel will come across the finish line maybe 30 seconds from now. The Swiss call, 4th place, the chocolate medal. Aaron, happy Easter to you, Collie, and all the chat. Now that this is over, I have to bail to get to church and sing some hallelujahs, embrace the Eucharist packs, and hope to see you all for Roubaix. Okay, dude. Aaron, thanks for being here, dude. You're the best. Oh, Dave's saying he pictured a rolling urine collection. Yeah, whip it out. That's what that was all about. Okay, I got you. Surprised that this is Remco's debut. Yeah, they were talking about this week, dude. That he's not Mr. Spring Classics, right? Wout place. Like he did that Dwarves the other day. Apparently that's what the pros are calling now when he gets so close but so far. Mathieu, first person to go congratulate Poggi here. I mean, for all these dudes finishing this, this is like a war of a race. 278 kilometers, All those climbs, like, just absolutely brutal. Race was won in just over 6 hours and 20 minutes, roughly. Remco's crossed the finish line now, guys. I want to see what's going to happen with the Wout van Aert, Mads Pedersen chase group. Yeah, Matthew hanging out here. Handshakes all around. Another big day in the bike. Tadej Pogacar has 111 career pro wins at this point, guys. Getting his cherry juice supplemental drink at the finish. Wow. Bang bang time. Yeah, we just had bang bang time, guys. Wout van Aert's coming in by himself, so it looks like Mads Pedersen closed up the distance, or there was some goofy timing going on, or something happened to Mads. And because he was right on Wout, now it says he's 13 seconds back, and that looks way further than 13. Wout's finished. Let's see about this. That's not 13 seconds. I think something happened to Mads out there. Looks like he's about 40 seconds back now. And then there's a chase group coming in behind him. Yeah, cherry juice all around. I just take the cherry juice, pour it over my head. I wouldn't even drink it. Wout congratulating Poggy again. Yeah, these guys have all been through it together, right? So again, Mads still hasn't crossed the finish line here, so I don't know how it's saying he's 13 seconds back. More like a minute back between Wout. Yeah, that was a huge gap. So they've totally messed up that timing there for Mads Pedersen. Yeah, I guess that was the situation a few minutes ago, perhaps. Eddie's saying, I think UAE have 18 or 19 wins so far, but I think there's one rider from that team that won a national championships. Mads is finishing now. Mads at 240 back-ish. 240-ish. Oh, dude. Yeah. Cherry wine and Jeremy and Stewart song. Yeah, we don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. Oh, no. We can dance and party all night. And drink some cherry wine. Yeah, Dave, you got it? Dude, that's Colin at his best saying Inside Cycling World, dudes. That's what we do here. Dudes, we got a lot of good stuff coming up this week. That was a fantastic race. Hats off to Mr. Tadej Pogacar, the next Eddie Merckx. It's pretty obvious, dudes. He's got a few more races to win to catch up with. And different times, different eras, different levels of competition. Wow. That was spectacular. Dudes, I'm going to have a quick look at the women's race. I don't think I'm going to stick around for it, but I just want to have a quick look at it. We'll talk about what's coming up this week. Right now at the women's race, situation pelotons all together with 43.3 kilometers to go. Got some sprinting going on here for minor places coming up here. Probably still top 10 places. Wow, there was a big crash here. Woo, crash by 10 riders at the women's race, including Marlon Reusser, who I think won the women's doors, whatever, Vlaanderen on Wednesday. Kim LaCourte went down in that. Megan Jastrab went down too, so hopefully there's no one injured there. Franziska Koch pulling in the peloton. Demi Vollering is on the wheel of Franziska Koch. Wow. Dudes, okay, I'll get set up today. What's going on today in Colin's world? Probably I might have to go show an acreage today. Rental property I'm doing. Colin needs to ride his bike at some point. And Basque Country starts tomorrow, guys. World Tour race. Oh, yeah, dude. And they couldn't get any better. It's an individual time trial. We've got a time for all you time trial nutters, junkies. Check this one out. Now, this is kind of interesting, isn't it? It's only 14 kilometers, but we got a Category 3 climb to start it. It's saying 2.4 kilometers at 7%. Steeper segment in the beginning parts. And then it's all downhill with one little lump at the end. This is going to be a real juicy fruit ride right here. We're going Bilbao to Bilbao in the Basque Country. So, dudes, I'm going to set that up today. I'm going to set up the stream right after this. That's what I'm doing. Going to grab my third coffee of the day. Don't worry, I drink about 6 if you want to stay up to my speed, my performance levels. And we'll get it all set up. I'm going to reach out to Matt and say we need Paris-Roubaix coverage on Bike Terra. The goat's horns grow ever larger. Never ever seen cherry wine in a liquor store. I've seen like cherry whiskey. I've seen that. But yeah, cherry wine. I don't know what that is. Yeah, Jermaine Stewart. Was he a Canadian, Dave? He might have been a Canadian. Scott's out. What a race, at least until the last 7 kilometers. Azulia starts tomorrow. Dude, we're doing that. Yeah, dude, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. Oh, yeah, and Tadej Pogacar. Dude, he looks like he's about 69 years old here. Honestly. He's got the full frosted top with brown hair on the side. He has gone Richard Virenque to a whole... Nah, dude. If you're going frosted tips, that's the ultimate... I'm a dude with a weird hairstyle. Like, that's it. You've taken it to the top level for every French housewife's desire when you're rocking the frosted tips. Taddy's gone full blonde on top, brown on the side. Not sure what that look is. The skunk look, maybe. But yeah, he looks like he's aged by about 30 years here. So he looks older than me right now. Huge bags under his eyes. What have I done today? Nothing. Okay, dudes, we're jumping out of here. That's going to be it for today. Itzula Basque Country starts tomorrow. I love the Basque Country. Let's get it. Go eat some chocolate. Go do your Easter stuff. Go do your singing and hallelujahs and all that kind of good stuff, dude. I'm on board with everyone here. Hasta mañana, you crazies. Happy Easter, folks. Jermaine thought he was going to be bigger than the Beatles. Do love it. Hey, dudes, don't forget Blue Jays playing today and all the other baseball stuff going on. I'm going to be watching Blue Jays. Yeah, do it. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Colin, Inside Cycling World.